going?
Hey.
So we are back with another movie. This is our second, well, not
Hey,
our second.
hey.
So, you might want to turn your with another movie. This is our second. Trying to see where that double sound is coming from. Is that my microphone? Still figuring things out, but yeah. Trying to see where that double sound is coming from. Is that my microphone? Oh, do you have the sound open on your side too, or no? Oh, I wonder why it's coming through twice. Let me see if I have something on my end I can turn down. See, now this is the tech troubleshooting part of the show. We're just gonna do our movie night that we normally do. So this isn't our second one. We've done this a bunch of times. We're just gonna do our movie night that we normally do. So this isn't our second one. We've done this a bunch of times. Do you think? We're just gonna do our movie night that we normally do. So
Well, hold on. I'm still trying to figure out because I'm hearing the double
you are
and it's
okay.
kind of distracting.
Yeah.
Well, I'm hold on. I'm still trying to figure out because I'm hearing the double
You are
and
okay.
it's kind of distracting.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
Oh,
hold
it's
on.
cascading.
I'm still trying to figure out. Yeah.
the
Ooh,
double.
cool.
We could do
Well, hold on.
soundscapes.
Row your boat gently down the stream. Ooh, cool.
We could do
Well, hold on.
soundscapes.
Row your boat gently down the stream.
We could do
Well, hold on.
soundscapes.
Row your boat gently down the stream. Well, hold on. Row your boat gently down the stream.
I wonder if it's coming through your audio input or mine. I wonder if it's coming through your audio. Let me see what all my audio sources are. I only have two. Let me see what all the other my audio sources are. I only have two. Let me see what all the other my audio sources are.
Well, I just muted myself, and when you kept talking, I just keep hearing it. I don't know if that matters. Well,
Yeah, I wonder
I just
if it
muted
is the Zoom.
myself,
We might want
and
to
when
switch over
you
to
kept
Discord.
talking, I just keep hearing it. I don't know if that matters. Well,
Yeah, I wonder if it
muted
is. Yeah, let's switch over to Discord.
myself,
We might
and
want to
when
switch over
you
to
kept
Discord. It's
talking,
probably better.
I just keep hearing it. I don't know if that matters. Well,
Yeah, I wonder
I
if
just
it
muted.
is. Figuring it out now. I'll probably restart the whole stream once we figure this out. Okay. So that's gonna connect. Turn that one off, that one on. I can still hear it though. Coming through. Okay. So that should work. Oh, I see why did it do that? That's bizarre. Technology. And yet I'm still hearing it. Let me check, because I am not watching the stream, so it's not that. Is it? Maybe it is. Maybe it's this. What? Which part? To get back in? Discord? Okay, hold on a second. I'm gonna check a couple things because there were a couple other weird things going on with technology here. It might have been me. I think I was saying, oh, I'm not watching the stream, so it couldn't be that. And I think I was. I think it was just playing through the homepage there. So that might have been it. it was me either way, because the other thing that was going on was it was trying to also use my phone as a source. So yeah, it was weird, right? Like I didn't ask it to, so that's kind of creeping me out. It just is like, oh yeah, yeah, you want your phone to be on this too, right? Hmm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do we have? Why is it not hearing you on Discord? I just realized people, nobody's on here, but I'm gonna restart the stream too. But like, why? Oh, I might have to do the thing where I do that and then Discord and then try again. Say some stuff.
Hey, hey,
Oh,
hey,
okay,
hello.
there we go. Now it's
Stuff.
working. Now it's working. Okay, cool. Bring this a little closer, and yeah, all right. So we're cutting into our time here. Okay, hey everyone, it's Breshvic, and
Hey, Jamin here.
we're doing another movie night. We have done a few of these, and we've done quite a few before we ever decided to like put it to a stream. How many do you think we've done total?
Oh, I mean, it's been years,
Yeah.
so it's kind of hard to say. You know, we've had some ups and downs. You know, I feel like over time I've gotten to know you better as a person and
Aw,
as a human.
thank you.
You know, so
Same.
yeah,
Do you think
sharing the humanity with everybody.
do you think like 10 a year is a decent average that we could claim? Is that high?
Here and there, yeah, yeah. I think like due to general busyness and everything, sometimes there might be a bit of a gap, but that sounds about right. Yeah.
It was higher during COVID too,
Oh, because
right?
we were doing nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were doing nothing.
We had no other obligations. Um, yeah, so let's just go ahead. You wanted me to tell you when we were playing. Oh, let's tell them what we're watching. We're watching Bringing Up Baby. The last movie we watched was from
19,
1938.
1938. Is that the same year? 38.
I think so. Yeah, Howard Hawks.
Katharine Hepburn and Cary Grant, uh, two noted rumored homosexuals.
Or bi. I think
Yeah, 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 yeah.
there's
Yeah, it's hard
debate.
to honestly. It's definitely something that's hard to tell. It's hard to tell because they're both of them. Their immediate family and their children say like, no, my dad was never gay, but then he had several male companions that lived with him throughout
Yeah,
his life.
yeah. I There's also Katharine Hepburn's most prominent relationship in her lifetime that's been scrutinized and watched was and looked over was with Spencer Tracy.
Yeah. Oh, totally, totally. Yeah. I mean, but she wore pants, so
But she wore pants at a time when, oh my god. I'm hitting play on this. We can see these. Is this RKO? Yes. Actually,
yeah,
it was
yeah.
RKO.
Wait, hold on. I can't see the video. How do I see video?
Oh, you're right. You're going to have to maybe bring the stream up on the side, but without the sound.
All right. How do I do that?
Here, I'll give you the link. Hold on.
Cool.
And then you can just do it the old-fashioned way. I'm giving it, send it to you as a Discord message.
Sweet.
Okay. Cool.
Boop, boop.
All right. Let me know when you got it. There will be a little bit of a delay.
Yeah. I mean, it's fine as long as I can still see what we're talking about. And I did watch this last night, so
Okay. We'll figure out another way. I just don't want to have to deal with the whole video sharing on Discord thing.
Cool.
But yeah, RKO Pictures.
But yeah, so
yeah.
I have a question. I have a question. It's very important, and we have to address this before we get started. What's an RKO radio picture?
What is one? What is it?
A picture. Yeah, what is an RKO radio picture? It's a picture of an RKO radio.
Yeah, that's right. You take a picture of an old radio made by RKO.
No, it's Rocky Horror.
Oh, sorry. No, I'm
Rocky Horror. It's because toward the end when right before the kind of the denouement.
Oh, okay.
You know, when Rocky, or no, when Frankenfurter like medusizes and immobilizes the entire cast, and then there's like they do the RKO radio picture intro, and then when you're watching it when you're watching it in the theater, you're supposed to yell out, what's an RKO radio
I
picture?
don't know all
It's a
the.
picture of an RKO
Yeah, I
radio.
don't know all the call-in responses for the live show. I have to say, I've only been to one.
Oh,
So RKO.
oh, do we have subtitles?
No, we don't have subtitles. Um,
Okay.
RKO.
I'm realizing,
Yeah.
so if you can help me here, I'm realizing that as I'm talking and if I'm trying to watch the stream, I can't hear it. And if I play the stream, then I'm basically hearing us talk over the stream. I'm hearing the stream.
Oh shoot.
I'm not hearing just the
You know what? Then I will
the
do a share. I'll share on Discord, then we'll see if that helps or not.
cool. Because there's a lot to say about this movie. It's wild. This movie is wild.
Yeah. It
Okay,
is. It's pretty
so
wild. Okay, are you getting the? You should be getting it on Discord now.
I think
Well, Cary
stream?
Grant is
All right,
an
cool.
archaeologist at a museum. He's supposed to. He's got a certain temperament. You know, he's very kind of
Yeah.
mild mannered.
Can you turn it up?
Yeah,
Can you turn up the volume on our end for the movie?
Yeah.
After receiving this telegram?
Oh, well, we planned
Why,
it.
as soon as we're married,
Well, that's
we're coming
good, that's
directly
good.
back here
As
and
soon
Okay,
as
so
they're
what were you
married,
saying about
right,
Cary Grant?
Oh, well, Alice.
It's
Now,
typical
once and for
screwball
all,
comedy. He's
nothing
supposed
must
to marry
interfere with
someone
your
who's,
work.
you know,
Our marriage
sort of
must
similar to his
entail no domestic entanglements
manner.
of any kind.
You mean?
I mean, of
Well, I
any
mean,
kind,
she's
David.
just as
Oh, well,
uptight
Alice, I
as
sort of
as
hope
he
one-
is.
Right.
Like
You
they have
mean-
very
you mean
similar
children?
hairstyles.
Look at
You
their
know, with that
Exactly.
I mean, he's in
pommaded
Beyond
slick
time.
back. Yeah, their clothing
He's
is very
got-
similar.
he-
They both obviously.
I see
Yeah,
our
they
marriage
have some
fuels
kind
the
of
dedication
stuff
to
on
your
for
work.
doing the
Well, gee
archaeology,
whiz,
you know,
Alice,
but
everybody has to
probably
have a
brushing
honeymoon
dust
and-
off of things.
We have
She's
the
wearing like
time.
her regular, I guess,
Speaking of time,
work
we have an
clothes.
appointment this afternoon.
They've got something
But the
going for it.
idea
Play golf
too
with
is that
Stevie.
she's supposedly like a
Peabody, what
subordinate
Peabody?
of
The Alexander
his, right? Like he's
Oh,
basically
seems-
her boss.
Now that'd be an
We may
That's
interesting.
what.
possibly donate $1
Or
million
is
to the
she? Is
museum
she?
for
Because
the
that's the
completion
idea
of
that
all
I
this.
got when I was
sure,
watching
that,
this
Mr.
was like,
Peabody.
it seems like
$1 million.
she's like his secretary, and then you know, obviously it's
Well, you haven't
common,
got it yet.
you know,
Was
it's,
back
it was
then.
not unheard of,
There'd be a big
You
question
you know,
about
to
this now,
be
but
dating
sure.
dating your
Don't worry.
secretary.
After
Right.
I've received this, say,
You'd have a big question about this now,
wow,
but I feel like
knocking for a loop.
David,
he
no
is
slang. Remember who
a
and
little
what
more
you are.
resistant to it in
Now,
some
do go
ways, and
on.
he's a
You
little
mustn't keep
more
away.
Well, goodbye, Alice.
Don't
I'm
mild.
going back, sir.
right. As I said, like, he's very mild mannered. He's not going to secretly
Well, I
become
think-
Superman.
Yes, Alice, yes.
He's just.
I think that's one of the
Awkward guy.
reasons why he. I mean,
I can't tell you, Mr.
so
Peabody, how
we're going
much
to
this
meet
endowment
Katharine
would mean to the
Hepburn
museum and to me
here,
personally.
who is a true
just give me
agent
some
of chaos.
Yes, she is.
It is amazing.
Yeah.
And apparently this character was written to match Katharine Hepburn's personality. So I don't know exactly what she was like as a person, but if she's as manic and
Mr. Peabody,
like I'm trying to think of the right if there's a word for it, but like she is able to use. Like she can talk her way out of any situation by just sort of like not allowing the other person to get a word in edgewise.
yes, we could.
Yeah.
You know, like the way
Yeah.
the way she manipulates the situation.
She's
I mean, it
definitely-
doesn't seem like
Yeah.
Well,
it doesn't seem like the relationship that her and Cary Grant develop is healthy.
oh, look,
Maybe, but he kind of maybe needs that. He doesn't really have
that's my ball.
a lot of
Just a minute.
excitement in his life. He doesn't have a lot of.
Well, here's hoping.
He's already got the
Yeah,
social
yeah.
Beg your pardon.
standing. He doesn't need any. He's not interested in any kind of mobility.
You shouldn't do
He's
that.
stuck in
you know.
his
What
world.
shouldn't I do?
Talk while someone's shooting.
Well, that's
Well,
kind of
anyway,
what I was
I'll
thinking. I was kind of getting at was that
there it is, right next to the pen.
a personality like him needs a personality like hers in order to kind of function. Like he's very stuck up. He's very
What kind of ball
he's
you
a stick up his
playing?
ass.
Right.
I'm paying
But then she is this sort of like
I'm just trying to prove to you that
I don't
you're
think
playing
free
my ball.
spirit
You
is
see,
the right
PGA has
term.
two black
She
dots, and
basically
the
she's
club
like
has
a
circle.
roving kid.
She does whatever she
You know?
wants. She's at a level of society where it's acceptable for her to behave the
Shelley, I
way
never saw
that she wants to behave. Like if this were
Well,
if this were
Super
Salem,
wealthy.
Massachusetts
Super
during the
wealthy.
witch trials, they wouldn't
She's
allow
No, I
it.
have
But
reference to a mark on the ball.
I
That
know,
proves
I
it's
was
a
only-
You know what I
close
mean?
eye.
Like,
That's
she's
my
she's
ball.
old. Go ahead. What did you say about
oh no,
the witch trials?
just
You don't
that
seem to realize
she's
you
a
placed me in
free
a
spirit in the
very
sense that
embarrassing
she's
position.
her own woman.
Oh,
She's
yeah,
the new
I'm sorry.
she's
The
the
most
new
important
woman,
corporation
as
lawyer
they
in New
said
York
during
is
this
waiting
time
for me
period,
over on
right?
the
Like
first
Katharine
fairway.
Hepburn
And it's so
represented
happy
the
to be floating
Yeah.
around
the
on
new
the
modern
ocean
woman,
too.
right?
You don't mind
Well,
if
which
I
is
take
kind of
this with me?
interesting, where
No, not
like
at
a
all.
woman
I've had
who
enough to
is
put it in my bag
making
when I-
decisions for herself,
Right.
you know, it
Having
doesn't seem like
agency.
she needs. Yeah, it doesn't seem like
Oh,
she
yeah,
needs
I'll
to
be with you in a
have
minute,
a
Mr.
husband by any means, right? She just shows up on this golf course, whacking balls that are not hers, and then here where she's like, "Oh, this car is in my way. Let me go ahead and move it." But that's not even her car,
Right.
and she's being
Oh. I'll be with you in a minute,
and she
Mr.
does it
Peabody.
multiple times. She does this again later in the movie.
It's in defiance of a bunch of norms, but it's not done in defiance of a bunch of norms. You know what I mean?
What do you
It's
think
just
you're doing?
she's
I'm
doing
my car. Oh, hello.
just what
This
makes
is my
sense to
car.
her in the moment, and
Yeah.
doesn't really
Well,
have a
like,
No,
yeah.
this is my car.
Yes,
But
I
all
understand
right.
that.
So
If
the
you
idea
hold back
too
4 feet, well, I'll be able to get
that I
out.
didn't
I'm
think
afraid you
about
made a
until
mistake.
just
Maybe
now
this is your
is
car.
that so
What did you
she
say?
in her mind
Mhm.
she's like, "Oh, I need to leave. I need a car. Here's a car."
Right.
She chooses such an inconvenient car. There's a tree. There's a tree behind it, so she can't back up, and there's a car parked in front of it, so she has
What are
to
you doing?
basically shove it out of the way using this car. You know, and like she could have just plenty of other cars that are so more conveniently located.
Yes, you're
It's
clear now.
wonderful.
Ready?
This is just
And
absolutely
I love the
wonderful.
idea
I love that.
that he's like,
Damaging
Look what
everything
you've
around
done.
her.
Oh, that's all right. I'm insured.
yeah,
I don't
It's
care.
all right.
Also,
I'm
that-
insured.
that-
As she's driving someone else's car and hitting a bunch
Somebody
of other
else's
cars.
car,
Yeah.
I know.
This is an old wreck anyway.
But-
Doesn't matter.
Well, you don't
It doesn't matter.
understand.
It's
This is
fine.
my
Like that's
car.
the attitude. I love it. It's
You
like
mean
this
this
is
is your
normal.
car?
My normal
Come on.
is
Your
not
car?
society's
Your
normal
car?
or your
Is there
normal
anything in
or
the
what.
world
But who
that doesn't belong
cares?
to you?
It's normal to me.
Yes, thank heaven, you.
Now, don't lose your
But
temper.
imagine a time. Did you even need a key to start these cars, or was it just like an ignition
You choose the
lever
funniest
that
things
you
in the
would
parking lot.
you would
get out of my
interact
car?
with?
Grand
Will you
Theft
get off
Auto
my running board?
1930s.
This is my running
Um,
ball.
Well, I mean,
Alright, honey.
people
Hey,
kept
hey,
people kept the keys under the
Yeah.
visor up,
They
and
locked their
for
doors.
decades.
It's possible. I don't know nothing.
My parents still don't lock their doors in their house.
I'll be with you in a minute, Mr.
It drives me
Peabody.
nuts. Like, at least when they go, I was like, at least when you go to sleep, please lock the
Yeah,
door. You know, like otherwise, I don't know. I've been living in cities for way too long.
Right. That's
That's
my only thought
Excuse me,
about
I'm
it.
looking for Mr. Peabody. Alexander Peabody, I believe he's dying.
Yeah, this
Mr.
is a
Peabody
great
is not
example,
arrived yet.
and maybe an early example
Well,
of
I'll
her
just wait.
just kind
Yes,
of
sir.
blustering through life and the movie and our society and our faces as
Excuse me?
Check your hat.
Oh, no, I better...
yeah, just
Well,
living out
maybe-
loud, right? And but really not like she is, but she just wants to just. She's just
Well, I
herself.
better hang on
She's
to
just
it.
being herself, which is
Yeah,
interesting because
and-
she has different modalities to
Very
herself, which we can talk about
Take
later.
an olive. See?
So I have first off, this outfit that she's wearing, this like veil is gorgeous.
What?
Mhm.
It's absolutely beautiful. I love her outfit.
You take 3, don't you?
But the idea that she's a representation of a woman
Good.
who really doesn't need anybody else other than herself to find happiness. You know?
Made me laugh.
Oh, hello.
Yeah. You know for a fact that there are no stunt actors on this set.
Great
Like this was well
pratfall
before.
by Cary Grant.
This is-
I'd
yeah.
have known you were here.
There's several
I had a
moments
feeling
where
just
both
as I
him
hit
and
the
Katharine
floor.
Hepburn are doing some real physical acting that you know that this was well. I mean, they had stunt people back in these days, obviously,
Yeah,
but like this was all done during a time before, you know, there were a lot of more regulations on these certain things.
Yeah, we should
You know
watch.
what I mean?
We should watch some like
No,
Buster
to drop
Keaton
an olive.
for some of that, or Charlie.
Oh my
Chaplin.
God! Well,
Yeah.
there's a scene later in the movie that is all in one shot where Cary Grant says something. His face is to the camera, so it's obviously him, and then he slides down a steep incline,
Right.
you know, or decline. Say, you know, it's like that was actually Cary Grant. Like he could have seriously injured himself, and then she just leaps in right next to him.
Now I do want to
And
talk
then-
about the visual effects later in the movie too, though, because some of the stuff that they do.
Oh,
is
with the leopard,
yeah.
with the leopard.
We
yeah,
won't-
you know what? I clocked it. I clocked it.
The olive dish?
But again,
No,
here,
it's
the
all right.
scene
I
with
can
her
give up
doing
my
this olives, where she just like inserts herself into this person's life and
You know, your
completely
face is
takes it
sweet,
over.
haven't we met
Well,
somewhere?
she just learned this
Not
trick
from
from the
my mouth.
bartender,
Well, I think you're wrong. My
right?
name's
So
Susan
she
Brown.
wants to do
Yes.
it,
Dr.
and
Yes.
she just
Flynn.
has this
Oh,
sense
well,
of
that's all right.
play
You
and
can do that. I don't mind
entertainment
that.
and
You may
kind
have
of,
heard me lecture.
you know,
Well, what do you lecture about?
it's almost like
I usually talk about
what you hear about when you hear like
nervous
Robin Williams talk
I am
about
a
his
psychiatrist.
Oh,
view on the
crazy
world.
people.
You know,
We dislike the use of that
Mhm.
word.
adults should
All
preserve
people
a sense
behave
of
strangely
play
are not
and
insane.
merriment. You know, that
I mean, yeah.
most of the
Wonder,
people in this
childlike
room
wonder.
probably don't have
Would
in
you
the
mind if
movie.
I asked your professional opinion about
Oh,
something?
everyone
Well, now,
else, yeah, except for
what would you
her.
say about a man who follows a girl around,
Follows her around.
and then when she
So
talks to
they've
him, he
met
fights
by
her?
chance
Is he your man,
twice,
your fiancé?
and she's convinced that he's
Oh, no,
following
I
her
don't know. I
around.
never even saw him before today.
And
No, he
they've
just
met by
follows me
chance,
around
but
and
also in time, like both those
the
times
love
were
impulse in men
when,
very frequently
like,
reveals
she was
itself in
directly
terms of
affecting him.
conflict.
Like, he wasn't hunting her
And
out. It
now-
was one where
Yes.
she was stealing, well, 3 times. So she was stealing his golf
No, 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 wait a
ball,
minute,
she
I
was
can't
stealing
remember
his
all that.
car,
A fixation.
and then
Love impulse in
Now
the
here,
olive
she
caused
made him-
the olive that she threw on the floor caused him to fall
Oh,
down.
I'm eternally
Like, he's not actively doing anything. She just has this sort of deluded, and then she steals this lady's purse.
Oh, I'm not
It's a
following you. I've been
fixation,
sitting
'cause she
here.
just
I
heard
haven't
from
moved
that
from this
guy.
spot. Now, please, you're
Now
following
she's
me.
don't
fixated
be
because
absurd.
she
Who's
thinks
always
he's
behind you?
fixated.
Now, look, my
Oh,
dear young lady,
But
if
the
she
way
was
that she
alive
sells
now,
it, look
if
at
she
her-
was alive now, she would
paintball. I
be
haven't been all
so,
You're angry, aren't you?
she would
Yes,
be
I am.
taken advantage of so
The love
easily by
impulse in man frequently
scammers.
reveals itself in terms
The
of
character,
conflict.
yeah.
Or she would be.
Well, no, I don't think so. I think
Now,
she
you
would
can
be a
tell
scammer.
boys
I feel.
that
Now, look.
Yes,
all
I
I'm
just
trying
say
to do is
she
smile
would
at
be the
gentleman
one
whose
doing the
painting
scamming.
I
I mean-
abandoned on the golf course today. That's all
She'd
I'm
be at the
trying to do.
top
Now,
of the
please, go.
pyramid,
isn't-
you know.
Well, what do you suppose I... Here, hold this a minute, will you please? I'll be right back.
Yes.
No.
Oh, so that's great. So she realizes it wasn't her purse, and then she doesn't bring it
I'm
back
sorry,
to where
I'm
she
so
found it, where she
Quite
knew
all right,
she
but
found
we had
it.
a Very
Yeah.
entertaining conversation with a young lady who does tricks with olives.
Chaos. It's just chaos. It's just wonderful.
Fritz, where's my purse?
But guys, that's the thing. It was like, I mean,
Oh,
she,
I left it right here on the table.
you
My
know,
dear, my diamond ring was in it.
Oh, and I look, diamond ring.
so she's moving only concerned with her own needs, right? So she's holding this purse. She realizes that it's not hers, so she gives it to Cary Grant to hold on to while she goes finds her purse. At no point does she decide to return the purse, even after she walks by where she knew she grabbed
This
it.
Right,
is my purse,
yeah.
my diamond pin in it.
All right,
Will you
Dr.
please give that
Alexander,
to
just
me?
take the purse.
Give me that.
And also not explaining to him.
No, so now he
Right?
thinks that he's waiting the whole time.
Clumsily done. The content
I
is
did
Pretty
the
funny.
thing.
You know, that's the thing about a lot of old comedies,
Give it to me.
Um,
It's madness for you to stand there and say
especially the ones that are essentially romantic comedy, which is what the screwball comedies all work. That they're not all funny,
Well, there you are.
but this movie is really funny.
Oh,
Just a minute. Didn't you give me this?
This
purse
movie is
the whole
every
time?
bit as funny as like a Marx
it's
Brothers
whip
movie.
back. It is whip back.
I lost my
sharp.
purse, and I must have picked up
Yeah.
my purse by mistake.
The
And I wanted to stay here,
situations,
so I gave
you
him
know,
my
like
purse to hold while I
they're
went to find my purse, and I
the
was
kind of
coming right back.
classic.
Now that's all perfectly clear, isn't it?
A lot of times they're based in miscommunication and misunderstanding.
No, and my dear
Um,
sir, it never will
but
be clear as long as she's explaining
done in a
it.
way
No,
that
just a minute. Oh, no, no, no.
Go ahead.
Oh, I think this is one of those movies that sets that up as a big major part of that genre, the screwball comedy
It's going to be
genre.
all right.
All right.
Now, please listen.
I mean,
You
we
said
don't get too many
that I
screwball
did that
comedies
intentionally.
these days.
No, it was a big thing in the 40s.
No, but if you'd only wait while I explain, I just gave you my
I mean, I
purse.
feel like done well enough, you could do it. You could do it now. I mean, there's still like, there's like,
No, I didn't do it on purpose. Not right. That's not right. It's
I mean,
not
would
my
you say
fault. I
slapstick
didn't
and
mean to do it. I just
screwball
did it,
are
but
the
I didn't mean
same
to
as
do it.
far
I
as
just followed your
comedies
coat.
go? Like a slapstick comedy is the
Will you
same
do
as
something
screwball
for me?
comedy? Would you think that those are interchangeable?
No. I mean, slapstick is the
Let's play a game.
physical aspects
What?
of.
Well,
You could have
I'll
that
put
in
my
there,
hand
but the
over
screwball
my
comedy, I
eyes
think, is
and you go
definitely like
away.
you've got
See?
a
And I'll count to 10, and
romantic
when I take my hand
comedy
down, you will
element,
be gone.
and there is a lot of
Well, I
banter,
like that. I'd love to
misunderstandings, setting up comedic situations. I liked what she just said, though.
So-
It sets up her philosophy. She said,
That way,
no,
let
no,
go
no,
of it. When I'm
don't
dead,
blame
I
me.
understand it.
I didn't do it. I did it, but it's not my
Don't tell me
fault.
about it. Just get out of it as best you can.
No, no.
Well,
Right.
that's a
Please stop
Narcissus
following me
Creed.
around.
I love it.
Right,
I
where
did
it's
it,
like-
but it's not my
I have
fault.
not-
Please stop
Yeah.
talking so that I
Will
can
you
tell you.
please stop?
And if I did do it, you deserve it.
It was an accident, though. It was an
Why, if you
accident.
hadn't
That's
been
what she
in such a
meant
hurry
in
to
that
wait for my
situation.
explanation,
Just
your
that
coat
that
is
idea
still
of her, like,
there.
that, like, I'm just going through life, and anything that chaos that I create is like, it's not really my fault, you know.
Do you realize that you're
I'm
making
surprised that they got away with this in 1938. This very scene right here.
Is this when was
Like,
the code?
she's showing
Well, just stand there. will
she's
you?
showing her bloomers.
in the world?
So there, I don't know if Hays Code was firmly established by this
Let's
point,
get out of here. Just
but
start walking.
there was
So
a
now you wanna
censorship
walk.
board.
Well, I'm quite sure that I
Yeah.
don't want to walk with you. And I hope you realize that you've made a perfect
I'm getting-
spectacle of
I'm seeing a
yourself.
couple
Have you
different
finished?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, 1934. So the Hays Code would have been in effect.
Don't just stand there.
That is so. Yeah, it is
This
surprising.
is
to think about it.
yeah.
Well, get behind me.
But also this right here, where he is up on her.
All right.
Everyone's looking. Like it's not.
Straight out the door.
It's also not
Meet somebody here.
appropriate then or now. If someone was doing this now, you'd be like, "That's
Oh my god! I mean, especially now, people will be recording it, posting it on
So
TikTok.
you see, Miss
Yes.
Vance, it's very important that I meet this man
just
in order to
take
explain
clips
to
of
him
this
what
movie and
happened.
post them on
I mean,
TikTok."
Even if I
speaking
saw him, I
of-
wouldn't know what to
just-
say, I don't.
Speaking of like the lines and the line delivery, there's
Yeah, I
there's
can picture
something that
myself
Katharine
explaining
Hepburn
our
says
exit
kind of
to a
toward
rich
the end of the
plaza hotel
movie
Mr.
that I had to pause
But
it.
it's not
It would
Whoopi that
crack.
you're trying to see.
Yes, that's-
It cracked me up so much. I'll when we get there, I'll point it out. But it, the writing is so good.
Here. Now you put on your coat and we'll go over to the Ritz and catch him before he's finished.
And
Oh,
that
and
that
if we
Hepburn way of talking,
If we miss him there, we'll go out
that
to the Ritz.
that transatlantic, very Connecticut.
Yeah. This is Connecticut. I looked it up. That's the background
I
I
have
had.
to go to Carnegie Hall to meet Miss Swallow.
The movie is
Miss
the Connecticut
Swallow?
countryside.
Yes, I'm engaged to Miss Swallow.
Because last time we were in England, we did the English
To
countryside.
be married?
That's right.
Oh, that's nice. Then she won't mind waiting, will she?
Oh, well, I wouldn't
Oh,
like to...
okay.
I mean,
Yeah,
if
that's
I were
fine.
engaged to you, I wouldn't mind waiting at all. I'd wait
There's
forever.
someone else with interest.
Yeah, and then she basically uses everything in her powers to undermine his relationship. But by occupying his time, that she basically never allows him to leave her
Do they build
presence.
all the houses in Riverdale alike?
No, I don't think so. Why?
Oh, well, because if they don't, we've passed this one 6 times in the last hour.
Exactly, right here.
David, it was such a lovely night for a drive.
And even the next day when he's going to get married the next day.
Mr. Peabody must have gone to bed.
Oh, no, we couldn't have gone to bed this soon. It's
No,
too
she's
early.
got a timeline.
Oh, I don't
She's
know.
got a
If they
quick. She's
expected
got
a
a quick
visit from
deadline
you, they
here.
could, with the covers over their heads.
Now, David, if you don't stop nagging, I won't help you arrange matters with Boopy.
Well,
Go for
somehow I
what you
have a
want in
feeling
this
it might
life.
be better
I
if you
think
didn't.
is the
Why?
Well,
moral of the story. I don't think there is a moral to the story. Not all stories have to have a moral.
Well, I don't think it's going to work anyway, but I know where Boopy
But there
sleeps.
should be like
Crushed hat. She just smashed his hat in. Now he's trying to
I
make it a
know,
regular
it's on
hat
the
again.
second
But you can still
Boopy.
see it's all creased.
Hey!
Oh, Susan,
Boopy!
please, it's too late now, Susan. You can't
Crease.
yeah,
wait.
not necessarily not
Yeah.
necessarily immoral, but at least like you should understand a little bit more about life, something, you know, lived experiences by any story really.
Right,
I love
right.
this.
The crease.
I'm
of the
surprised
top
she
hat-
I'm surprised she didn't break a window.
Guess they weren't big
That was her
enough.
intention. The creased top hat was the creased Jordans of their day.
Oh,
here's a tip.
just a minute, Susan. Oh!
See, that would have broke the window, but she just hit the occupant instead.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
they
and
ran
then
away.
and then bails.
They're just
Hit and run,
miscreants.
hit and run.
Yeah, I mean,
Now,
she's a
don't worry, David. Everything's going to be
well-to-do
all right.
miscreant.
Tomorrow when Boopy's calmed down,
Oh,
we'll
and now
know
he's an
I mean,
accomplice.
that's how she's always been able to get through life is because she comes from, she's uber wealthy, she comes from old money, and so she's never had to, I mean, we don't know much about Cary Grant's background, but, as a paleontologist, I don't imagine, I mean, it's kind of like a luxury job,
Now, my future wife
so maybe
I
he
think
does
he's
come from money,
too,
but
though, right? Isn't that the idea? Like that they're in this.
Privately, I'm convinced that I
He's
have
getting
some
married to a
dignity.
secretary, but
Now, it
there's
isn't that I don't
money
like you, Susan,
in
because,
one or both
after all,
families.
in
I
moments
don't.
of quiet, I'm strangely
Remember all the
drawn
well,
toward you, but,
he
well, there
so
haven't been
he
any
basically
quiet.
needs
Our
to
relationship
get
has
$1
been
million
series of
from
misadventures from
Katharine
beginning to
Hepburn's
end.
aunt
So if you
Oh,
to
right.
his
I'll see Mr.
museum,
Peabody alone
and so
and
he's
unarmed.
basically hustling for
Yes,
dollars
without you
here.
and
So, but I mean, it doesn't
anything.
mean, I mean, $1 million
Now,
is
Susan,
a lot
I'm
of
going to say
money.
good night. And I hope
Yeah,
that
and
I
he is
never
still a
set
member
eyes
of
on
the
you
same
again.
golf club and was going to the
Good night.
Ritz. So unless he's putting on the Ritz.
Well, he was going. I mean, he was going. Yeah, right. I mean, he was going there to talk with the lawyer who is making the decision as far as who this lady is going to
Yes,
give
I
her
did
money
see Mr.
to.
Peabody, but
So I
didn't
don't
see
know
him.
if that means that
Well, that is, I
Cary
didn't see him
Grant,
really.
can afford these places, or he's
Yes,
going
I
as like a
spoke to him
business
twice, but I didn't
expense.
talk to him.
But David, I don't understand. Did you see him or didn't you?
Well,
I wonder if he is
no, I
just sort
don't
of
know.
upper middle
Well, how
class
do
or
I know?
lower
Well,
upper
because-
class, and
because
it's not a
some of
mobility
the
thing for
toys-
him. It's about the
You see, there's
the
some
bones.
things
It's
that are
about the
very
dino
hard to
bones
explain, Alice,
at the end of
and
the
Mhm.
day.
I,
But he's still trying to get that kind of upward mobility.
Yes, sir.
Now we don't really see that as like a motive for him
No,
in either romantic
Before we met
context.
this
I don't
afternoon,
think.
there's
Like
one thing
that
we must
doesn't
have
play
clear.
into his
I don't want any
motives
woman
other
interfering
than
with my affairs.
like his job and
It's
what-
fatal.
That's the stuff, buddy.
So $1 million
Yeah.
in 1938
Oh, just a
is
minute.
about $22.7 million today.
Oh, Alice!
You get a whole dinosaur
Alice,
for
it's
that.
arrived.
Whole dinosaur
The
skeleton.
intercostal clavicle. Yes,
Yeah.
wonderful. Oh, isn't that a marvelous wedding present?
I got my movie
Thank you.
snacks, so I got
You
hot
see,
dog,
I'm going to be married this
popcorn.
afternoon.
Don't let it throw you, buddy.
Yes, sir.
I'm drinking
Yes,
tea.
this
I'm
is-
drinking tea.
Sour gummies.
My
Oh,
movie
Alice, I'm so
snack.
excited.
Very,
Yes, well, I'll
very
tell you what you do.
sour
You go down
bright
to the museum.
crawlers.
And I'll meet you down there right away. Yes, dear. Goodbye.
My typical movie snacks.
Hello?
I forget what it's
Oh,
called,
it's
but
you.
it's a clavical, but I forget what
Well,
kind of,
well, I
like,
can't hear very well.
whenever they say the full
Telephone.
word, it's
I said
so
good morning,
funny.
David, and I said, do you want a leopard?
Leopard? No, why should I want a leopard?
Well, for that matter, why should I? But I've got one.
Susan, where would you get a leopard?
Well, I wouldn't get a leopard, David. My brother Mark got
Oh.
it. He's hunting in
So
Brazil.
now,
and
now
I
she's
guess
got a
it's
leopard.
Oh,
Now,
of course, it's a
this,
stuffed
this
leopard.
person
About-
that we've seen in the
oh.
Of course,
first
now, why should my brother
20
Mark be
minutes of the
hunting
movie
stuffed leopards in
is
Brazil
now
when he used stuffed
with a
leopard, when he
leopard.
can
With
find them
leopard.
right here in New
Oh,
York?
look at this baby.
I know this shot has them both.
Oh.
Obviously, you couldn't do these VFX
David,
back
it's
then.
lucky
So
I met you
they had to
yesterday
do at least
because
a
you're
few
the
only
shots of her and the
zoologist I
leopard.
know.
Well, they got a tame
Well, of course,
leopard
I know
from
what
the
a
zoo,
zoologist is, yeah.
and its
No, no,
trainer
not
was
you,
right off
David.
camera with the
Oh,
whip.
baby, get back
According
inside
to
box
this,
and sit there.
according to the
You're making a
Wikipedia
nuisance of
research
yourself.
that I did for this.
No, not you, David. No, I want you to come
But
right over.
also, there's several scenes
Oh,
when
David,
they are
don't be
handling the
irrelevant.
leopard
point
in
is,
ways
I have
that
a leopard. The question is,
aren't
what
right.
we're gonna do with
Aren't
it.
right.
Well, Susan, I regret to say the leopard is your problem.
You mean you
Yeah,
refuse
really.
to help
But
me?
also,
But David, you
In
can't.
regards
You can't
to-
leave me alone with the leopard.
no, I mean,
No, I'm
they'll
gonna come
they'll
get
rip
you
you in
and
half.
Relative.
Oh god, that
What
fall.
happened? Is it the leopard?
No, nothing happened to me, David. I just I mean, the
But
leopard.
so as far as television show,
I mean,
do you think that?
Can you hear me,
Do
she
you
Susan?
saw an
think that-
opportunity and she took it.
Oh god. Do you think that she gave him her, or he gave her his phone number, or this was
No.
during a time when you would just call an operator and give some person's name and they would connect to
Can
you,
you hear me? I'll be there.
Or she used a mutual
or the phone book?
connection.
Oh yeah, because it's her aunt.
Yeah.
Her aunt's giving the money, so she could probably get his
Oh.
number.
The boy likes me because he's coming
Oh.
over. He's coming over.
But this part where her blase, she does so. She's not acting like she was just attacked by a leopard.
No, of course not. She wasn't.
You know?
She thinks this is
No,
great.
she wasn't. But if she
all right.
really wanted to convince him, like at least try. But yeah, you're right. She looks like she's just gonna go out.
Well, that's because the leopard was just to get him over here. Now that he's here, she doesn't need to pretend to be attacked by leopards. Now she needs to look nice. So it's just, I kind of get it. Like,
Cleaned
it's
up-
whatever.
She
Okay, so
cleaned up
that
her face
shot,
fast.
that was our visual effects shot. There's going to be a
That'll
few
keep
more
you
here that
around
are
saying things
amazing.
about it.
So I do want to talk about it for a
Susan,
second because
you've gotta get out of this
these are
apartment.
all
But David, I
overseen
can't.
by Linwood
Oh,
Dunn.
it isn't.
Linwood Dunn did the visual oversight was RKO's visual effects guy, so he worked on the visual effects shots for Citizen Kane, the compositing aspects
Oh,
of
okay.
King Kong. So even Willis O'Brien did the
Oh wow,
animation.
both iconic visual effects movies.
This movie, he was smart enough to make in his contract at some point. He was very desired. He said, "I'll stick with the RKO, but can I have my own visual effects company on the side? Like, will that not as not being a conflict?" And they said, "Sure." So when all the big studios started shutting down their in-house visual effects studios, he was already prepared, and it made him prepared for television. And he was one of 4 visual effects
Nice.
companies that worked on the original Star Trek.
Don't go near the door.
So his career spans.
Oh, cool.
He's he also is the person who kind of popularized the phrase and
If we put
for
the big
visual
toe in the
effects
bathroom,
people,
will it go back
especially
in?
compositors, that
Oh,
if the audience is noticing the visual effect, you've done a bad job. Like, even if they're saying, "Oh, what a good visual effect,"
Yeah.
you want them to be completely transformed by the movie. Now we're sitting here analyzing it, so it's a little different. But
Susan, I don't
But
like
yeah,
Well,
no,
you know,
there
there's
are
only so much
shots
they
for
could really
these
do.
as
Well,
well.
The
I
limits
don't
of
like cats
the limits of
Stand still,
technology,
David,
you know, and all that,
Make
but
him
still,
stand still.
Don't be silly, David. You can't
I
make
totally
a leopard
understand the
stand
point.
still.
Like that's got
Susan, do
dude,
something.
that's
Turn
not
off that
Cary
big
Grant
shoulder.
with his foot
I
on.
don't think it's
They
necessary.
shot
I think
that a
it's
certain
you.
way, I'm sure, so they could
David,
know
I
it
think you
was-
found a real friend. Look, isn't it?
But you know,
Just like
if
a
they're
baby.
separated in the
I
foreground
never
or
saw anything
background,
take such a liking to anyone
you
in my
can.
life
It's a
that
good
would follow
I
you
wish it
anywhere.
would.
that they
We
didn't
shan't have
have
any
them in the
trouble
same
taking you
room
to Connecticut.
because they didn't
Connecticut.
have to. They
My
only
mom
would have
in
done it
Westlake,
for shots that they had
Westlake, well,
to.
I'm not going to Westlake, Connecticut.
But David, if you want
Susan,
to come
I
with
will
me.
not be involved in
Weston,
any more of your
Connecticut.
harebrained
But
schemes.
it's not a harebrained scheme. Imagine Aunt Elizabeth coming to this apartment,
What
running
the-
smack into a leopard. That would be an end of my $1 million.
Aunt Elizabeth,
If
a
you
million-
had known it was going to give you $1 million,
Oh, that
she liked you,
line.
and you knew she wouldn't
Mhm.
like you. She wants leopard in
She's
your apartment.
talking
What would you
so
do?
fast.
I don't know.
Oh, David, you have to help me.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
there are only two things in the world I have to do.
like
Finish my brother's
more
house and
like
get married at
certain
3
musical
o'clock.
performances in that
Go on, quitter.
the amount of lines.
Don't
Oh,
call
here
me
it is. Here's the
names,
shot.
Susan, because I won't argue with
There's
you
a couple
anymore.
shots here.
I don't want
These
anything
were
to do
not
with
filmed
the
together.
leopard.
They stitched this all together.
Oh yeah, you
Three
can kind of
different-
see it.
Three
Come on, baby,
different
down the stairs.
strips, one for each of them,
Mm.
and they'll do it again here. And this one's really impressive because there's a camera move. So that's cool. That's the one I like
Morning.
to show. But yeah, I mean now, this
So is that her car?
I don't know. We can't ever know. How do we know?
Yeah, we just no way of knowing because she steals so
Good
many.
morning,
She
Professor.
steals so many cars in this movie.
Now we know she didn't steal the leopard. She got the leopard from her
You better change
brother.
your mind about coming to Connecticut.
Susan, we settled
But it's
that
not her
question
leopard.
once
The leopard is
all.
for her aunt.
Mm-hmm.
But what about my leopard?
That's your problem.
It's not all my problem.
Susan, will you please go away?
All right, David. Since he likes you so much, I've decided to give him to you.
I won't take him.
You've got him.
Oh!
If I knew for a fact
Susan!
that there would be no
Oh, dear, look at
sort of
No, David, all I was
You
doing
know,
was driving along.
leopard
That's
attack.
all I was doing. You were standing
Mhm.
on the
I
sidewalk
would
yelling and
wanna
looking very
be friends
silly.
with
and
Now
I
you know
came to
very
your
well you
rescue.
tricked me into this trip.
Like if you could give it a drug or something.
No,
that
no,
would-
no, nothing
or,
for the- no.
Oh,
or just
look
if,
at the road.
If anything,
So
I would
it
want
would
to
be-
say like this is a world where
Yeah,
I
I
have
have a
like
feeling something
unbreakable
horrible's
skin or
going to
something,
happen.
you know,
Oh,
unbreakable
no,
bones.
David, everything's going to be all
Oh,
right.
okay.
I
So
don't care anymore.
you'd be willing to be attacked
Oh.
by the leopard, knowing that it's a leopard, but you would know that would have no effect on your
Susan, if you know any
physicality.
shortcuts,
I
You
feel
know.
like the
We're
leopard,
gonna be there in
especially
no
if you
time now,
raised it
David,
from a
really.
baby, it
Because
would learn
all I
that you
wanna do is
had
deliver this leopard, take
unbreakable
the first train
skin
back
and
to town,
bones.
forget the
You
If
last
know,
you,
24 hours
if
ever
it
happened.
views you
Oh,
as
now
like
what's wrong
a
with
mother
about 24
figure,
hours?
well, not just that,
You
but
know,
it would
I'll-
bite you and try to scratch you, and it
I
wouldn't
don't know,
work, and it would
you
know,
look at
oh,
everything
okay, that's
upside
not
down. I've
useful.
never known anyone
Then you
quite
just
like
have
you.
to be annoyed
You
that
just had a
you'll probably
bad
try to
day,
use you as a
that's
scratching
Oh, well,
post.
that's a masterpiece of understatement.
yeah.
Now, look.
But yeah, this is obviously not.
Well, I can't
one-
discuss
They're not
anything
together
with
at
a
the same
baby
time.
breathing down the back of my
filmed
neck.
Hey,
The
hey,
background, the
get up.
leopard, and the
Go on,
foreground
go on. Now lie
separately.
down.
Susan, duck!
I mean, but these chickens though, I think several chickens died.
Oh no.
Poor chickens. Oh, I mean, there's also geese.
We didn't have
Oh,
the
never hang on to a
ASPCA
leopard's tail, Susan!
Sing, David.
Humane Society
I
back
couldn't
then,
do
right?
anything but love. That's the only thing I
Nope. Some chickens. Nice cover.
Well,
And then
anyway,
just-
David, I
it
still
just
insist that he was right in the middle of the road.
Obliterated
I've
all
never
those
hit anything
birds.
that was in the right place.
That wagon was on the side of the road,
It
Susan.
certainly was not. It was straight ahead of me, and that's why I bumped into it.
What time is it?
Well, David, we'll be there in no time. We just have to stop at Westlake to get some meat for Baby.
Baby.
Why, he's already had an assortment of ducks and chickens, not to mention a couple of swans.
All feathers.
Yeah, well, very expensive feathers. But I don't see how any pair of
Oh, he had to.
swans
Yeah,
could
of course
cost
they had to pay for all
$150.
the
That was a
birds
gift.
that
Well,
they're
if you
leopard
run-
ate.
Oh, of course, yeah. I mean, it's a commodity.
Susan, when a man is wrestling a leopard in the middle of a pond, he's in no position to run.
There it is, David.
It is interesting about his character that you would think, based on those descriptions and his body language, his awkwardness, his
Susan, why, of all
academic,
places, when you
nerdy
have a
career
leopard in the car, did you have to
demeanor.
stop in a town where there's a
Based on the
circus?
first few minutes of the movie, you wouldn't think like that he would be so
Now, please hurry, David. If Baby
cool.
wakes up,
No, I mean he's not cool with it, but that he
I
would
don't
be
suppose
so
it makes any
capable
difference
of
to
being
you, but
around
you're parked in front of a
a
fireplace.
leopard, right,
I
and
know.
grabbing it
Don't
and getting it back in the car and all this stuff.
Go ahead.
So
Well, I think
good on him, I
if he
guess.
can deal with her, he can probably deal with the leopard.
But he can't deal with her. That's what we're learning.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's learning how to tolerate
Did
it.
you say 30
By the end of the
pounds?
movie,
Yes,
I
that's
think
right,
he
30
realizes that he just has to
Oh, you have
submit
it cut.
completely to
Just
her
in one
whims,
piece.
and then
I'm gonna
everything will
roast
be
to the
fine.
broiler.
Neither.
Yeah.
It's going to be eaten
Like
raw.
he can't
Yeah.
present any sort of opposition to what she needs, because then nothing will happen.
Is Katharine Hepburn a metaphor for the universe? I don't know.
Hey,
Like,
Huh?
oh,
Fire
I mean,
plug.
at some point the universe is
I
gonna
know.
expand so much
Against
that
the
it
law,
breaks
park
apart.
alongside a fire plug.
I know it.
I just mean that, don't
Come here.
fight,
Who, me? Why?
with
I'm
the
Constable
cosmic
Slocum.
forces of time and space. You can't.
Got it? Yeah.
Is that
You
so?
might as well just give
How
over
do
to
you
whatever.
do? How do you do that?
How do you do? Now listen, I don't care who you are. I just want to
Well,
let
pass
you
the
know
least
that you
resistance,
can't park
you know?
alongside of a fire
This is
plug.
where she.
Yes,
This,
when
and
you
now
see
we
us
see
just
how she
watching
deals
the
with the
parade.
law.
Oh, you were.
I suppose you
Because
get free seats
even
for the
being
parade.
wealthy,
Well, Elmer and I
she
usually
doesn't
get a
do.
cut.
Oh,
Now,
I'm
listen,
wealthy,
young
or you know
lady,
who I
that
am.
has
She
nothing to
does.
do
She
with it. I'm just
just
going to give you a ticket.
out
Oh,
argues
well, thank you
them.
very much, Constable. I'd love to go to the circus, but you better keep your
But then
tickets
the
because
way
I'm
she
busy
gets
this
around
weekend.
it
Yeah,
was
well, it
like,
ain't
oh,
that
that's not
kind
my
of a
car,
ticket.
this is my car. It's like, why did you say so? Well, you didn't ask me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, jeepers.
Young lady, it
Like,
might interest you
she's
to know that
she's
you're
playing
under arrest.
dumb,
Oh,
but she's
well,
also
I mean,
knows what
why?
she's
For
doing.
parking
No, it's
alongside of a fire
notable
plug.
throughout
Oh,
the
but
movie
I'm
that we
not
see
parked next to a
that she's
fire
playing
plug.
dumb.
Yeah,
She's
what
able
do
to
you call
outwit,
that?
out argue,
Yeah.
Oh,
and
you mean that you think that this is my
manipulate
car?
Well, ain't it?
anyone she wants
No,
to.
that's my car.
Well, why didn't you say so in the first place?
Well, you didn't ask me.
Wah wah, classic. But
Say,
yeah,
you
now she's
acquainted
gonna
with
steal another
something
car
before you
right in
leave
front of the
Oh,
sheriff.
this isn't for me. It's for baby.
Oh,
Hurry up, David. Get in.
But.
Jump on.
But that is your car.
No, but it's my
I mean, at this point, I don't think he should be surprised.
They stole my car. Stole your car? Last night you tried to steal my wife's purse. What? Now don't stand there. Do something. Get
Oh, it's the same guy who they tried to
That's
steal
me.
the wife's
Hey,
purse.
bring back that car. Come back here.
We're not gonna catch it on
Oh,
foot.
I'm glad we finally got here.
Grand Theft Auto would have been really easy back then. GTA,
Wait a minute, don't open the door
1930s, because
until you
they just run off through on foot in a car.
a good idea.
But also, cars could go, what, like 30 miles an hour max?
Yeah.
You
It's still
know?
faster than and more, endurance.
Faster than a purse.
If you got a
faster than
full
person on
tank,
foot, yeah.
which I bet the tanks weren't even. I bet you didn't get the mileage that you get now in distance. There's no way.
Now everything is quite all right.
No, everything is not all right.
Baby,
Everything is not all right, Susan. It may be all
I
right
caught
for
it.
you,
You
but now
started
I've
to
got
sing
get
it?
back to
Yeah.
New York.
Oh, David, what a one you are. No sooner do that one thing settled than you start worrying about something
Well,
else.
my
Now,
heavens,
come in,
Susan, one of us
Constable.
should worry, because on top of all that's happened, we've stolen the car. Look.
Oh, well, that's all right. I'll send it back. I don't like it anyway.
I'll
Suppose you
send
like
it back. I
Constable,
don't
I'll
like
go
it
back to New
anyway.
York.
No, that wouldn't be safe. You might be arrested. Besides, it's a hot car.
Yes, I know. You're going to file the numbers off the engine.
No, that would be dishonest. I'll have the gardener take it back after it starts. But wait,
Stop
where
it,
you're,
Susan,
you're,
stop it.
you're shedding.
Now, where's the telephone?
Take it back every
Out that door?
This
Well,
is,
that's
this is
all I
like
wanna
what
know.
just rich
No, but
people
David,
do,
what
I
I
guess. They
want
just
Totally does
I don't
that.
want any more suggestions from you. My fiancée is waiting for me in New York, and in order to get married...
Look, everyone else exists to serve her needs.
I want you to
If
be
you-
married. I think you should be married. I think
if your
everyone
car
should
goes
be married.
missing,
But I don't
and the
think
next
any
day it's back,
self-respecting
but
girl will
it's
marry a
kind of
woman the way
scratched
you're
up,
Telephone.
dented in the
It
front,
It has chicken feathers. Oh,
chicken feathers and leopard
I am
hair,
dirty.
Hey, you see
then
now what
you know some rich person
The only
just
way
had a
you'll
good
ever get me
time.
to follow another of your suggestions is to hold a bright object in front of my eyes and twirl it.
Yes, I understand that. I simply wanted to suggest.
I don't want any suggestions. All I want to do just now is to clean up. Where is there a shower, please?
That's what I was going to suggest. A shower.
Huh? Oh.
See, now once again, where's their precious Hays Code now?
I saw, male nipples.
Well, she's
I think
stealing
that's
his
fine.
clothes.
That's always been fine.
She's stealing his clothes to keep him there.
But we are going to get one of the most iconic moments in movie history.
Yeah.
Is gonna happen.
Now, don't argue with me, Hannah. Into town and have them clean the press. It'll take a lot longer,
Oh,
well, there's no hurry.
Oh, she has monogrammed sleeves on her robe.
That's cool.
What's her last name? Susan? I think it's her first name. I don't know what the V is for.
Hurry up, David.
I am hurrying.
Is it Vander or something?
David.
Probably.
In the box.
What did you say?
In the box.
Oh, that's the intercostal clavicle of a brontosaurus.
Oh,
She just
really?
opens it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just no bone.
Yes, Susan, it's just an old bone. Put it down gently and go away.
Don't break it.
Is there anything else I can do for you?
Oh, yes. Hand me my clothes, will you?
Oh, David,
Are fossil bones fragile like that? Aren't they like petrified that they're basically stone?
Oh, well, stop him. I can't wait. I must leave here immediately.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, they don't want to break them,
Oh, I know that.
and I know
Yeah,
they.
you
don't
just risk it.
They're super careful
Oh,
when
Susan, don't leave me here
they
like
use
this.
the like
Don't
the
be
brushes and
impatient,
picks
David.
and things to get them out.
Finished. Everything's gonna be all
It's
right.
incredible to watch. Like
Everything's going to be all right.
they have done it so much they know the difference between the dirt
Everything's going to be
or between rock they want to get rid of and rock they want to
Rolling
keep.
around Connecticut without any clothes.
It's because they are
So this
different
Look at all
density.
these things
this
under just one person.
women's marabou bathrobe.
Susan, where are you?
It's so good.
Come out of there and help me find
It's
some
so
clothes.
good. He looks
David,
amazing.
you would.
Yes, I
Um,
would.
but the line that he gives, where it's like maybe I've just gone gay all of a sudden, that is the first time that the word gay has been used to mean homosexual in a movie.
Oh, never mind. I'll
As
find
well,
a place myself.
subtextually, but yes,
The gardener must
right?
have clothes,
'Cause
clothes are
No, I
clothes.
mean, no, I think it was very intentional because the script actually had to be different, and Cary Grant ad-libbed that on set.
Man who gets
During the time when hold on, we're gonna get it. Is it here?
What do you want?
Yeah, right here.
Who are you?
Who are you?
Who are you?
What do you want?
Who are you?
I don't know. I'm not quite myself today.
Well, you look perfectly idiotic in those clothes.
These aren't my clothes.
Well, where are your clothes?
I've lost my clothes.
Well, why are you wearing these clothes?
Because I just went gay all of a sudden. Oh, excuse me.
yeah, totally wonderful.
So good. You know, like,
What are you
'cause
doing?
this was during a time when,
I'm sitting
the
in
word
middle of
gay,
42nd Street waiting for a
had the
bus.
original sense,
Right.
forever. But as far as
That
meaning
serves as their plausible
meaning,
deniability there.
yeah, but meaning homosexual man, and this time period, it was still not very well known, but someone like Cary Grant knew what it
Right.
meant.
Right.
You know?
That's a movie. That's a move for the people who get it.
Elizabeth, why, it's you. I've never been so thrilled in my life. This is amazing.
Because it's saying I've gone happy all of a sudden doesn't really work
Yeah,
as
I
well.
forget, what was the, you see what the original line was?
Where'd you get it? What's he doing here?
Susan brought me.
I don't doubt it, but why? You see, I had a letter from Mark from Brazil. He said that David was an old friend of his, that he'd been working very, very hard in town, and that he was on the point.
Oh yeah, the original, the script had it say odd.
He's very excitable. and he must-
Oh, okay.
Like, I realized it's odd or something like that.
Huh.
What's he doing in that
But that was so much better with the little
He
jump
wants to wear a negligee because
Oh yeah,
and
oh
shouting
yeah.
it. Yeah, I don't know. He's got good comedic timing. He's funny in Arsenic and Old Lace as well. I think that's him. I think that's
I've never seen that one.
That'd be another one. This
Is
one.
that also with, is it also Katharine Hepburn?
No, that's that'd be better around Halloween.
What's funny is that I mostly know, like, North by Northwest era Cary
Right.
Grant.
Which is the one
You
that
know,
I
that's the
always-
Cary Grant that I
yeah.
know.
Yeah, that's my favorite Hitchcock too. Priscilla Lane.
you can help me
who else did I
find
know?
some
Peter Lorre's in that.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, a lot of names I don't
Some
know.
of them hot things around. Some and the
Are there?
Well, oh yes.
I mean, I
there's
also have
Mr.
to say,
Markham's. Yes.
Cary
Which is
Grant,
Mr. Mark's room.
panty dropper.
He's a handsome
Ugh.
man, yeah.
The ends.
My God. I mean, there's a reason why he became one of the most successful and wealthy actors of his generation.
Yeah.
You know? Oh yeah, that hair. It never went away.
Oh, wait.
I think it is the
Oh.
willingness
Oh,
to
hey.
not take himself so seriously, like a lot of
Mhm.
people in Hollywood or in their
I-
roles,
even
or
in-
in certain, just may not even be them in real life, may just be their characters they get typecast as, are very like self-serious, you know.
Well, even in North by Northwest, you know, which his character is very comedic. You know,
Right.
there's so much great joke line readings that he
The
has.
reason I like that movie so much as a Hitchcock is that he's the Dante Hicks of a Hitchcock movie, right? He's like, I'm not even supposed to be
Dante
here
Hicks.
today.
I don't know Dante Hicks.
From Clerks.
Who's that? Oh, is that? Oh, yeah. I
He's
don't
like,
think
I'm
today.
not even
Oh, of
supposed to
course.
be here today.
Yeah,
He's like, you know what I
yeah.
mean? He's like, I'm in the middle of a spy thriller all of a sudden.
I mean, What is this movie? What is this? You know that he's not even supposed to be. He's supposed to be getting married. He's not even supposed to be
That's
there.
true. This is not
But
supposed to be happening
because
to him either. But this
because
is better than being menaced by James Mason on top of the Mount Rushmore.
Get back to New York.
oh, that's true. But they were fine.
Or is it? Maybe it's not better. Maybe this is actually more scary because there's a leopard and she can just cause car accidents at any moment.
Yeah, she's gonna show up with a car in a car that's not hers.
David, the one way for you to get to Mr. Peabody is through Aunt Elizabeth. Please listen to me for 1 second. Now, he'll do anything that she tells him to. He'll even like you. He's Aunt Elizabeth's lawyer. He's her lawyer, Mr. Peabody.
What's your aunt's name?
Elizabeth?
No, she has another name.
Yes, of course she
Oh,
does.
never mind.
Oh, so he didn't even know it
Why
was her
not?
aunt.
It's random, Mrs. Carlton.
No, because of course she's not going to tell him
Well, what's the matter?
because it's not important to her
He
to
didn't
not
ask.
tell him.
Because he didn't ask.
Yeah, exactly.
Susan, Mrs. Random is going to give away $1 million.
So is this a coat for like
I
a
wanted
Civil
it for
War
the museum.
reenactment? What is it?
David,
Doesn't it look like a
I'm
Confederate
afraid
coat?
you made a rather unfavorable
I don't know, her-
impression on
Or
us.
maybe
Not really.
maybe it's a
Top.
some sort of sporting
Yeah,
jacket.
it looks like some kind of maybe
Susan, listen to me.
writing.
Now, a lot of things have happened, but we'll forget all about them because.
Oh
this is
yeah, it
serious.
totally looks like a riding
Can
jacket,
you
like you're gonna
concentrate
do
for
like
just a moment?
lacrosse or something.
There's only one thing to be done.
No, lacrosse,
And this
polo.
is
The
important
horse
to me and
dancing?
to my
What's the horse
work.
dancing? Dressage?
Oh,
You're so
dressage.
good looking
Dressage.
without your glasses.
Susan, listen
Or just
to
they
me.
hunt
Try
foxes.
and remember. Well, you see, I've made
That's
a
what she's
horrible
doing.
list of things.
Hey!
Your aunt has never
Oh,
find
I mean,
out who
honestly,
I
she
am.
is hunting a fox. She is
You do
hunting a
understand all
fox.
that, don't you, Susan?
Yes, David.
You
And
can
it's gonna
tell
work
her
out,
that I'm a
girls,
friend of
okay.
ours,
I love
who
this-
have back
this
from the
whole-
Belfry, but don't ever tell her my name is
Look how
David
she
Huxley. Now,
switches.
can
Look
you
how she
remember
changes
all that, Susan?
modalities, right?
Yes,
You're sure?
She's
Yes, David.
this
But you are good.
maybe the first example throughout most of the movie, this
Oh,
manic
never mind.
pixie dream girl, right? That trope, but she's not
What did I say?
the same in the sense that
She's not a manic pixie. Well, I would say she's not necessarily a manic pixie
No,
dream girl because the whole point is that it's a dream girl. Like she's supposed
it's
to be
the opposite.
so
It's his manic pixie nightmare
flighty
girl.
that
He's
you're
just
just
tormenting
enamored by
him.
her.
But she
He is
is
completely repulsed by her.
But she's putting it on. This isn't necessarily
What, did you
like
carry
just
it
now
with
when
you?
he started to be like, I'm gonna be stern with you and tell you how it is, and she's just like dreamily looking at, not listening to him at all, just saying yes, yes, you know. These are just things that either she chooses to do or that just takes her fancy in the moment.
You took it out of the box. Now where
But
did you put it?
I put it
She's
back.
not any one of those things, right?
Well,
She's
there's
not
somebody else in the
just
room.
No, David, there was nobody else in the room but David, George,
Who's George?
the dog.
like because you don't want to say
Dog, bone.
ditzy isn't the right word because she's so smart and witty and like quick.
Yeah, she's not
Speak-
ditzy.
But it's more like flighty. Is flighty the right word?
Yeah. Well, you know what? Honestly, I got a lot of Lucille Ball,
Mm-hmm.
and at least in the way that she plays Lucy Ricardo. Like I get a lot of Lucy Ricardo and her antics with how kept Katharine Hepburn here. I wouldn't be surprised if that was on her mind when they were doing the show, because the show was from
It was on the radio
15
first.
years later.
Yeah, it was
But
on the
as far
radio
as
first,
like
I
classic Lucy Ricardo, madcap antics.
Well, madcap
This,
is
like-
definitely the word for it. Yeah.
She so like in here, Katharine Hepburn is Susan, that she has a goal. Her goal is to, I guess, win Cary Grant's heart.
Yeah.
But her methods, basically, it's like she's dealing with the fallout of every decision that she makes, but the way she deals with those consequences is trying to figure out how to get closer to her goal
How to
based on
advance
those consequences.
Honestly,
So
people
she
should
doesn't really
study
think ahead.
it. Yeah.
Well, it's like she doesn't really think ahead, but she at least knows how to use chaos in a way to help her. She can navigate through chaos.
Where'd you dig?
He's not
I mean,
bad.
she creates it as well.
yeah.
But I guess
Maybe
if you
that's a
were
good
someone
way.
who created
That's-
chaos, you might, and you were like you're an intelligent, resourceful person, you would probably learn to also navigate it. I guess if you're like, I can't just
Yeah.
constantly be beset by my own chaos.
hope he doesn't
She does sort of leave it in her wake, and then when consequences come up, they are either let me argue my way out of it, let me make it it's your problem, not mine, or let's use it somehow, right?
Oh, look, David, a boot.
A boot.
Don't hit George, David.
I wasn't gonna
And she's
hit
having a good
George.
time.
Now, George, that was fine.
You know?
Now you got to concentrate again.
Every day
He's
is a
got to
day
find
out,
his
you know?
bone. No, not in there.
Let's
Isn't this fun?
I mean, she
character
lives a
would've done
life
well
of
during
somebody
Oh,
who.
yes.
Now, George, if you get
I mean, she probably would have done okay.
Dig.
You know, just living life
Susan,
1 second to the
Do you
next.
think George is really trying?
Well, David, almost every place he's taken us, we found something.
I guess being rich, she still would have been able to do whatever the
David,
fuck she
another
wanted.
boot.
So yeah,
Oh,
maybe.
another boot. That makes 3 pairs. Now, come on, George. Quit stalling. Where is it?
Oh, don't be discouraged, David. Now, George, concentrate. Bones, not boots.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, you see, he's got
Well, I'm
the
getting
hobby in
tired of all this digging.
Yes, what we need is a plow. Susan! Susan! Oh, Jesus,
there he goes.
it's Aunt Elizabeth.
Croquet
Follow
set
him,
in the
David.
back.
Don't let him get away. Susan! Yes, honey, I'm coming. Susan! What on earth are you doing?
And this is all her
What are
aunt's
all
like
these? Those? Oh,
property,
they're
her
holes.
her
Of course, I
estate.
can see their holes. How'd they get here? Well,
I want a
David,
backyard with a
George,
lake in
and I
it.
were digging. Who is
You know, I was.
He's
I'm
a
I'm
friend
glad I
of
put in the
Is that all you know
Connecticut
about it?
countryside because
No,
I
I know
didn't
that I'm gonna marry him. He
specify
doesn't know it, but
East
I
Connecticut or
am.
West,
If
whatever
you're
they said
planning to marry him
earlier.
on my money, you're very much mistaken.
They're
They're in
spending a little
Connecticut,
time.
yeah.
They're spending a little time in
already.
an area
When are you
that,
going to marry him? What's
even in
his
black and
name?
white, still kind of looks
It's,
like the picture that I found.
Bone.
Bones? What
One
ridiculousness. Well, 1 bone or 2 bones. It's a ridiculous thing. What does he do?
He hunts.
Hunts? Hunts what?
Well,
And so
animals,
I
I
thought-
should think.
Big game hunting.
It would be really
Yes,
interesting
very big.
if
You
you were
call
to
that
look
big
up.
game
So
hunting?
we're in 1938. You know,
Mhm.
obviously,
Look at that.
comedic movies have been around since the
He's
very
just
beginning.
playing.
Charlie
George, he's not
Chaplin
gonna
at
play
this
the
point
George
was
in a
already an
minute. Tell him Dennis
established
Hopper's
Yeah.
star.
Not to keep us
You know,
waiting.
so like
George, come here this minute.
comedy, comedic timing, slapstick humor, all that
All the even the
is-
character
is
types, like the rich old aunt here, you know.
firmly ground.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yes, Alice,
even
that's
the
where I am
Thin
in
Man
Connecticut, but I
movies
can't
were
get in
before
because
this, I
I've been
think.
unavoidably detained.
Oh, I would love to watch the first Thin
Yeah,
Man
more-
with
more
you
great
because I
bands.
love that. I love that movie.
Susan, I can't hear
But
you.
like, I'm trying to
talking.
think,
Go
like, as
away.
far
I'll be
as
as soon as I'm finished.
her character in particular, I would really, it would be really interesting to see like somebody do an analysis
Yes, I know
on how her character was, as a, you know, a
Will you please get
standout
off
and
the
representation of
No, but you don't realize how
just
important
of a
he is.
female
Leopard.
comedic
He's
type.
one of the most terrific brothers out there. He's hungry.
Yeah,
Got
yeah.
food.
I think not
Well,
all
I
of her
can't
roles
do
were
so
comedy, but
well.
she had such
What,
levity.
Alice, dear?
And
No, it's somebody on the line. Keep quiet, Susan.
David,
we
you got
can see
to help,
here
but
she's
this
got
can't
great
wait.
comedic
There are 8
chops. I mean,
million people
she's
in this house, and if they hear him, why they'll think that something
running the
terrible
movie.
happened.
Oh, no, Susan, get off the line,
You know,
please.
Well,
Howard,
yeah, well, I was
Howard Hawks
thinking-
is directing,
What?
and she's just
Oh, well, I don't know what
commanding
time it is.
every scene.
Just
that she's in.
following her,
Yeah.
following her around.
You hear the
Well, because I
tone,
was
the
even
time
thinking
will
that
be
line
7:37
that
and
when
1
she's
quarter.
talking with her aunt just in that scene just a
Oh,
second
Susan,
ago
please.
about
Alice, you see, I
lying
can't
about
hear you.
his name,
When you hear the
where
tone,
she,
the time will
you know, like
be
pulls the
7:40.
name out of a hat of Bone because they're looking for a bone, so she
When
thinks
you hear the
Bone,
tone,
and
the
then the aunt
time
goes
will be
Bone. She's like, no, 1 bone.
7:40 and 1 half.
You know, like the way that she acts her way out of
When you
that,
hear the
it's
tone,
so
the time will
good.
be 7:41.
Pardon me.
And then this guy.
When you hear the tone,
Huh.
the time will be
No, the time.
7:41.
My watch shows
He's trying to
8:10 and a
correct her,
quarter.
she's doing his bit.
Who am I? I'm 8:10. Major Horace Applegate.
Yeah,
What do you
I
want?
think she's
Mrs. Random invited me for
just
dinner.
incredible
Would you please
in
find out if she
everything.
still
But
wants
certainly,
me?
this is one of
She's
my
hung up.
favorites. Just her,
Oh,
her comedy chops
so
are
am I.
on full display.
Why, Horace, what are you doing? Are you coming in or going out?
Well,
And I wonder now, like, is this how she got Spencer
How do
Tracy?
you do, Miss Susan?
Because she did pursue him,
You know, you're much too
reportedly. That
big
was
to
a
swing on gates.
Yes, I found that out.
relationship.
How would she get Spencer?
Where do you go?
How did she get Spencer Tracy?
Well, he was married, but they were.
What do you mean?
He was separated with his wife,
Oh, excuse
so
me.
they never married. She
Yeah.
spent a good portion.
Yeah, I knew that. Well, because his wife was Catholic, so she wouldn't let him get divorced. That's the story.
Right, but they were separated, and so he was single. She was single,
How do you do, Mr.
much
Muller?
older than her. But she described it
You're Mr.
even after, long after he died,
This
as
is
like
Major
the great
Applegate.
romance
Yes,
of
I'm
her
Major
life,
Applegate.
like the great
At
relationship
least I'm
that she
pretty
had.
sure I
yeah.
am. That
And,
I was this morning.
She
There
tended
must
to
be
him
some
and like
mistake.
stayed with him like as he died, as he got sick and
I've known
died. So
Major
like,
Applegate for 20
that was a
years. Haven't I, Horace?
some
Well,
kind of
couldn't
interesting
you be,
relationship there.
Jack? I think
But
Elizabeth didn't
I
belong
kind of
to-
wonder now, did
Oh,
she
excuse
pull
me. How'd you do,
bringing
Mr.
a baby
Applegate?
to get
Well,
him?
how do you do
Just
again? Thank you.
Yes.
relentless, sort of.
Oh, she used. Well, I mean, this was written to fit her personality, so maybe.
Goodbye, Major Applegate.
I would not be surprised if Katharine Hepburn just steamrolled her way through through every situation.
Had or has?
Those would also be some good movies to watch.
He's
Those
left
with,
him sort
with
of,
both of them.
you know,
Tracy and Hepburn.
What a pity, and so young.
For the banter
The
alone.
trouble is, my niece Susan seems to be showing the same tendency.
I don't think I've ever seen
You're all
them.
right, though.
Well, I
I've
hope so.
maybe seen them. I've actually seen a few Spencer Tracy movies not that long ago that were
at the dinner table
without
may
that
be a
did not
trifle
have her, but
difficult
I've seen a
on account of
few
this young man.
Spencer Tracy
So I
movies.
want you
He's
to
also
sort
in
of draw him out.
Only one that I can think
It's a
of
Mad,
is
Mad, Mad,
Father
Mad
of the
World.
Bride. I know I saw that
Yeah.
one.
Understands big
The original,
game hunting,
yeah.
for instance.
He's in
You know, he's a big game hunter
Boys
like
Town.
yourself.
You don't say.
And
Well,
he's
then,
in-
Elizabeth, you've come to the right man.
What's the movie? He like runs
Now I'm sure he's going to
it's
be quiet.
it runs an office in a skyscraper. It's like an office comedy, and it's some sort of
I'm just trying to figure out how I ever got mixed up in
they
all
keep
this.
a bunch of facts for the
Mr.
newspaper to check against for the various news agencies.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I don't really
Tell you to
remember what it
think
was
up a
called
name
though.
like
I
Bone,
saw
you
that
know,
on
that's hard
airplane.
to do. Oh, now, George. Oh, stay there, George. Hold on, come on, quickly, get out of here.
Yeah, I don't want the dog near the leopard.
Quick, shut the door, shut the door.
What's the matter?
What's the matter?
Yeah,
Did
but
you
they
ever
become
stop to think
friends,
what
so
would
it's
happen if
okay.
Davy and George got together?
Oh, they'd probably like each other.
And if they didn't?
If they
funny,
did,
she's
why, Davy
right.
would eat
She's
them.
right, and she's
Well, that's what I
right.
mean.
She's
But
right.
but he's
There it
right
was,
that you
waiting
don't
for me.
you don't just
Nothing
risk
is
you don't just do
trying to
that
do
like I'm just gonna put the
Oh,
dog in the
totally.
leopard.
Like a little
I took
terrier
the
next to a
leveled
leopard.
away
Yeah.
And caught him right between the eyes.
That you know
I-
isn't
I
being
had
treated
certainly
well,
was a
so it's just gonna
thrilling
lash out.
As I'm sure
Yeah,
you
I mean
agree.
we're pretty modern
Or,
forward thinking,
do
so I
you,
think
Mr.
our
Bond?
perception of this is that once they're together, she's just gonna continue to be
Have
her
you ever been-
wild,
Oh, pardon.
crazy
So sorry.
force of
Have
nature,
you ever
and he's
been
gonna
in
have to just
Arabia, Mr. Bone?
be dragged along with it for the rest of his life.
I
But
said, have you ever been in
I
Arabia?
think maybe the argument at the
No.
time would have been that
Oh,
they
I
would
suppose
moderate,
you've spent
they
most
would
of
they
your
would
time in
complement each
Africa,
other.
hmm?
No.
We said earlier like he
Tibet,
needed
perhaps?
someone like her because
No.
he's just so set in
Malay
his ways and so
Peninsula,
kind of nebbish.
perchance,
And,
hmm?
Mm-hmm.
but then
Hold on. Is it? Hold on. I want to say the line right here.
Well, at least that got a rise out of it.
This line's coming up by
Leslie,
Katharine
You shouldn't
Hepburn.
have mentioned the Malay Peninsula. He was horribly clawed there by a tiger. He doesn't like talking about it.
Is it
I had a
this?
gun bearer once who was clawed by a tiger.
It's when she tries to leave. Maybe it is a little bit later because they're at this
I was just
table
telling
for
Major
a little
Appleby
bit.
that you were horribly clawed
Sorry.
by a tiger in
Oh,
the
yeah,
Malay
no,
Peninsula.
I've never been there.
You've never.
well, he doesn't want to talk about
Oh well, no matter, no matter.
I love how he
what
didn't even
type
bother to
of
put his
gun
spoon
do you use
down
in
when he
hunting?
went and followed the dog around because he was
I,
still holding it in his hand when he
personally
stepped back.
used a bolt action
concerned for his
Mauser with a
dog.
very large
He's gotta
bore.
go follow it.
Excuse me.
So she saw him following the dog
Susan,
earlier
imagine giving a dinner
in
party
the
with your
garden
husband
or on her
stalking
property,
like Hamlet's
and now
ghost
he's doing
all
it
through
again
the
at
meal.
dinner. Like it's just from her perspective, this guy is so weird. He just keeps following our dog.
We're talking
around
about from
everywhere.
the ant's
The aunt,
perspective.
yeah.
Patience. No, this is too much. I can't stand it.
Oh, we were talking about the jungle while you were away, Mr. Bone.
My soup is gone.
It was cold.
He barely got to eat it. Oh no, you're gonna get eaten.
Going on in
Don't go in there.
Did any one of us hear such stuff?
I was kind of waiting for him to get eaten, but he does get eaten.
Nobody gets eaten.
And then they say,
Not in
No, I was kind of hoping still that he would.
Not in a comedy. Not in a romantic comedy in 1938.
Yeah, I know.
I'll quit.
Oh, I mean, we should see the evolution of like a black comedy, like when the first like black comedy came around.
So that's got to be.
Although I feel like that would be like
Yeah.
60s, 70s. That would have to be postcode.
These are more of those.
I imagine.
Vast, mysterious silence.
These are more of those
vibrant with
shots
life.
where they were using
Strange
both,
cries in the night.
like a split screen, like a
Mhm.
moving split screen. But you don't see
That
the
was a loon,
matte
Elizabeth.
line, which is really
Loon,
impressive
L-O-N, yes.
for that time period.
I'm sure that once you got
But yeah,
the jungle in your
this was
blood, I wouldn't
this
be
is
able to
post.
keep you out
This
of
is
it,
during
you
the
know?
code. This is 34. When did the code end? I guess it just became irrelevant, like in the late 60s.
60s.
You did? Oh, my.
Yeah, I think it so started to fade away, but
Oh,
60s
yes, indeed, Elizabeth.
is when it
I've heard
officially
many a
was
loon, and if there ever was a
shoot
loon-
away
Yeah,
when the MPAA
Media in
when
the
the
50s.
MPAA was established.
Media in the 50s is weird for all the like
well, what do you say it
repressed
was? Leopard.
Oh, don't be
homogeneous
ridiculous. Major Applegate would
view.
know a leopard's
It's
cry if you
bizarre.
heard it.
Well, thank you, Elizabeth. I'm an authority.
Well, because then you're getting into like
Now you take the
Cold
road
War,
elephant, for instance.
Oh, excuse me,
um,
Major.
era.
You're right.
Yeah.
It is a loon.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, like I think
The leopard's cry.
Thinking
is
about-
something
post-nuclear
once
American,
heard, you can
post-nuclear
never forget.
perfect
Oh, yes, I
American
know.
family kind of stuff.
right, and thinking about science fiction,
It,
even
of course, it
how
varies at
the best
different
science fiction is
seasons.
about
Let me see.
something.
Now,
It's
what
about
month
the
is this?
self or
June.
reality or
June?
fighting
Well,
fascism
it would
or
go-
Politics.
it would go something
Politics,
like-
race.
Usually a big one.
yeah. It's so disappointing when you're like, oh, and
Now, let
invasion
me
of the body snatchers,
there
you know,
we
the pod
have it.
people, which is communism. You should be scared of your neighbor because your neighbor could be a pod person. But they're not people. They're just pod people. You know, it's just so basic and dumb.
It's still a loon.
Well, of course, I haven't practiced the leopard cry in a long time.
Try again.
Yes, I shall.
Yeah, that's pretty good. He did a good job.
Well, now, I didn't do that.
It was probably an echo.
Yes, well, it was a long time coming back, wasn't it?
Well, try again.
Yes, I shall. There, that's better. Now, that's peculiar. There aren't any leopards in Connecticut, are there?
Yes.
No, of course not.
Yeah, why do you say yes, Mr. Bond?
Well, you see,
upon
excuse
what do
me.
you bet?
Excuse me.
Susan.
This line, right here, right here, right
Sit
here.
right down and finish your dinner and stop this
All right,
nonsense.
I'll sit
This
down.
line.
You'll be sorry, but I'll sit down.
I'm sorry, but I said
Like you'll be sorry. I'll sit down, but you'll be sorry. Like that line cracks me up. I think it's the way she delivers it. It was like, you'll be sorry. I'll sit down. You'll be sorry. I'll sit down. Not trying to explain, just letting her know that like whatever, you'll be
yeah,
sorry.
it's funny she has to listen to her aunt as far as we
The
haven't
only
seen
person
her
she
have to
listened to.
listen to anybody before. Yeah.
perfectly within me.
So the leopard is going to come right here.
This is like a groundskeeper or something, right? He's like drunk
Yeah,
Irish
he's the
stereotype.
yeah, he's the gardener.
So this has got to be a split screen, unless he interacts. Do we see him go in front? No, yeah, probably not.
No.
Yeah, different. You know, as
Oh,
often as you can.
baby.
Just keeping that camera completely still while you reset the scene.
Well, now what's
I
happening?
can't move at all.
What would you be wanting of a gun now? Now, Crocodile, what is all this?
I saw it. I saw it outside.
So what? A cat.
I mean, I know that
It's a cow.
it shouldn't be any surprise. I feel like watching movies like this, sometimes you kind of grade on a curve where you're like, oh well, for its time, you know, yada yada. But the quick witty banter is so strong that we're almost 90 years, you know, away from this movie being released, and it's always impressive watching movies from that time from this time I should say, that when you think about them now, it's just like, wow, like it would hold up in a theater today.
Yeah, no, I would totally see it.
Nothing's going to be gained by uncontrolled hysteria. Now compose
Well,
yourself.
what should we do?
Now look, I'll call the zoo, tell them we saw a leopard and they're coming
And
to catch him. Now, come
it
on.
benefits from not having. I mean, aside from the drunk Irish groundskeeper, there's not really the thing you have in other movies. Like, I referenced Arsenic and Old Lace. Early in the movie, the character's going to get a marriage license, right? Going down to the Justice of the Peace, and there's like a line. And then the way they end the scene is apropos of nothing. The person in front of them turns around, and she's a Chinese woman, I think, or Asian American of some kind, and she turns around and says nothing. It just plays. The reason I say Chinese is it plays the stereotype, you know, China music.
And then
yeah. And then that's it. And that's it. And there's no point. Doesn't come back in the story.
Oh, and that was the joke.
It was a gag, and it's we're just using the existence of a person of color as a gag, and
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything else in that movie like that. But it's just you'll be watching a Looney Tunes episode and sometimes get almost to the end of Looney and nothing back, and then they'll just be like, "Hey, Native Americans, ugly caricature on screen." And you're like,
Yeah,
that's so close.
yeah.
This one, I guess, having a drunk Irishman is not the worst they could have done. So.
Oh, I've had enough. I quit.
Oh, speaking of, did you hear that we lost? I forget his name, but the actor who voiced John Redcorn
Yes, I did
was
know
killed
that.
today in a firefight or something like that. It was wild.
I
Yeah.
did see a leopard. They never believed me.
Oh,
No.
Yeah, they have the new King of the Hills coming out later this year too.
Oh, never mind. Give me that. Oh, do nothing else. Hello.
Is it? Wait, really?
Yeah,
Get me Wesley.
yeah.
bringing
It's,
it back? That's cool.
Bobby is grown up,
Hello. Hello. Is that
Oh, wow.
but
No,
not.
but no Brittany Murphy.
I know,
Well,
so
I'm the man called
I
up
think
about
they
the
wrote
leopard.
them out of the show.
You don't
so
have
they
to do
wouldn't
anything
have
about
to
it. It's
address
all
that,
been a mistake.
We'll
Yeah.
see. But it's not the same amount of time that's passed.
Oh, it's too late.
Right,
It was the
because
night
Bobby
watch, and
was
everybody's gone,
in
they're all out leopard hunting.
what, middle school or whatever that was for a good 10 years.
I don't really remember how it ended up.
Well, I just mean he was that age for the whole run of the show, which was long.
Yeah, well, they didn't age up his character.
So this is, they aged him up off screen, but not the full amount. It's still like a sliding time scale. So he's,
Oh, that's
I
cool.
think he's like 21 or something.
Morbid interest in George.
Well, I've got to find him.
What for?
Oh, because he knows where my intercostal clavicle is.
Your what?
David, don't talk to anybody.
Major apple tree.
His bone.
Well, I did do that.
But you didn't.
Oh, yes, I did.
Oh, where is he?
He's gone.
Gone where?
Yeah, out that door.
Why didn't you take on the business?
Well, no, no, not that
I like, I
door,
watched
that door.
him. I watched him leave, and there he is. There he goes. I watched him.
Mhm.
Oh, I can't stand
Yeah, I'll
this
watch your
another
kid.
moment.
Watch him
Hurry,
jump in the pool.
Get some fresh air.
Yes, shall we run?
Yes.
I'm not watching. I'm not really watching.
I can't understand, Elizabeth, why a loon would answer a leopard's cry. There's something wrong, you know.
Well, they both sound exactly alike to me.
Yeah, oh, no, pardon me, Elizabeth, please. The leopard's cry is entirely different, you know. As I explained to you in there, the leopard's cry goes like this.
Oh no, here we go. Just love to show off.
What a terrible noise. I don't see how you do it.
It's done largely with the palate, you see.
Doesn't sound
Of
like
course,
a
the
leopard,
hands
though,
play an
to me.
important part in the resonance and carrying
I think a
power.
leopard has a
Right,
genuine
put your thumbs
cat
together.
sound,
Well,
like a
well,
wow.
the thumbs, it is very necessary
Something
that
like that.
the base of the thumbs are close together like that. You see, that brings out a sort of a pear-shaped tone, you see? Now, having done this, you take a deep breath, keep the throat
But
well
also,
open, and
this
out
is a
comes-
man who actively hunts and kills large game. Like, he's a big game hunter. So I already, my sympathies for him
Why,
are
that's
very low.
fine, Elizabeth.
Yeah.
For one who hasn't had any practice, really it is. I think you've got something there.
Got what?
The mating cry.
Now, don't be rude, Horace.
Well, Elizabeth, I'm not rude. I was merely alluding to the scream
You've
that
got
you
a
did.
Mating
Don't
cry.
be
didn't
rude.
Scream.
You didn't scream?
I certainly did not.
You didn't scream.
No. I ought to know if I screamed.
Well, then there must be something wrong here.
Wrong? Well, I should say so. Why, I never in my life have known anything like it. Ever since I came into the house, there's been something wrong. It's been
Elizabeth,
bedlam.
Elizabeth,
Ever
don't you think it's time we went in the house?
No, we've only just left the house.
But don't you think it's a good idea to go back?
No, I think it's a
I mean,
good
this
idea
is
to continue our
this
walk.
joke
you find it a
has
bit
been
chilly
used
without
for
a gun,
decades.
Elizabeth?
This whatever this is of like someone frightfully trying to lead somebody inside into a different location, but not explaining why they need to leave immediately.
Her aunt's headstrong nature too. No, it's got. You can see where she gets it from.
That's a dog.
This might be some influence there.
George. George.
They can see their friends.
Something moved in that bush.
Oh. Let me go first.
Look, okay, mallet.
And a mallet and what is it? A net or rope?
Looks
No,
like a
she's got a
butterfly
net,
net.
and he's got like a little rope. I don't know
Oh
what
yeah,
they
yeah.
think they're
This
gonna do, but-
Katharine Hepburn getting smacked in the face by all these plants. Ugh, I love it. I love
It'd be
it.
better if I went first.
Oh, no, Susan.
Because she's getting hit. Does
Thanks.
somebody else get smacked in the face?
I can't see a thing.
Neither can I.
Susan, are you sure you saw something move in here? Because I can't... Well, Susan, where are you?
Here I am.
Susan, this is no time to be playing squat tag.
What?
I don't know
I'm
what that
not
means.
playing. I'm caught on something. David, help me, will you? Oh,
Is that something that you find out about when you're older?
No, that's poison ivy.
I bet you wouldn't treat
She's
Miss
in
Swallow
poison
this way.
ivy. Oh
I'll
no.
bet Miss Swallow knows poison ivy when she
Squat
sees it.
tag is a variation of the game tag
Right.
where players can avoid being tagged by squatting
I'm
down.
going to find him if I can ever get to... Oh!
Yeah, but then you have to just. Oh, there it is. There is his little.
That's
stunt.
not
Yeah.
right there.
David, you all right?
That was
That's what I
definitely.
meant. Was like that was not a stunt. That was Cary Grant.
He fell it.
Don't
She's
laugh.
pointing and laughing. She literally pointed and laughed.
You look so silly. Oh.
This was probably not Katharine Hepburn right here.
I don't
That's
know.
probably a man in a wig. That's probably a man in a wig is my guess. But that was definitely Cary Grant. Because like I said, like he's looking at the camera. It is his face, and then he just plummets. He could have died. I mean, I'm assuming that they put some sort of padding down there for him.
Right. It looked like they had
But
covered
still,
with fake moss or something. See, it looks soft. when
yeah,
you walk
but
on it,
still, the fall itself. My
Yeah.
God.
Well, every stunt's dangerous to some extent.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. All right, Tom
Now
Cruise.
this is wild though that they had a dog and a leopard that they could get to play together,
They like each other.
maybe raised together,
Goodness
maybe
knows
just
how
kept
long that's
together in
gonna
the,
last.
whoever was training them. But for them to like play fight, and that's the stuff
Oh,
that
in another
makes
minute, my
heartwarming
antitrust
TikTok
capital will be
videos to
gone
this day. I'm
forever.
telling you, we could just split this movie into a bunch of TikToks.
I watched a video of a sloth that made friends with a beagle.
Oh my god.
Because the sloth, it's in Venezuela. It's found on the side of the road in Venezuela, and I think they realized that it had grabbed an electrical wire and caused burns on its hands. And the burns were so intense that they had to surgically remove the claws off of one of its paws.
That's awful.
So they couldn't release it back in the wild.
Right.
So they basically took it to an animal sanctuary in Venezuela where they noticed that a particular beagle that lived there took a liking to the sloth and they became friends.
While I'm wet, I'm
That
going
part's
to go to
good.
the other
Oh
side.
my god, it was so cute.
I saw a video where there was a crocodile and it had befriended a bunch of tiny birds.
You know, David, if we'd had a bathhouse...
Oh, okay. I thought you said crocodile befriending a goat.
Next
I
time
mean,
I'll
like,
try to raise
I don't
one.
think the crocodile's
Perhaps
friends
there
with a
are
goat.
portable
No,
I
it's
think
like
it's just
tiny
biding
birds.
its time. But birds,
Oh,
birds, that's
David,
cute.
They came in, they were cleaning its teeth out.
We could have such fun this moonlight.
Oh my
night.
god.
It's so lovely. And I
It
would
uses
so
it uses the
like
bird
you.
bones as toothpicks.
No,
I
the
like
birds
peace and
literally,
quiet.
there's like a symbiotic relationship that the birds
Oh.
clean the...
Well,
It might have been a
Yeah,
crocodile. I don't remember if it was an
George,
alligator or
they do
crocodile,
it
but
for
but they go in and they clean
Oh,
out the teeth,
David, your socks
and the
on
crocodile
fire.
doesn't eat
oh,
them
that's
because it
all right. I don't
benefits.
care anymore.
It's like
Well-
having a toothbrush. It's like having a
That's fine.
Flintstone
Throw the
toothbrush
other one
because
in.
it's a little
Oh,
bird.
that's true. You could have... Oh, well, don't be upset,
And
David.
it turns to the
Oh, well,
camera
who
and says,
wouldn't
"It's a
My
tough
goodness,
job,
and here
but
I am
somebody's
trying to
got to
help you
do
find
it."
a
Somebody's got to
lemon
do
sauce
it.
for
Oh,
Andy.
yeah. The Flintstone. Yeah,
And she'll probably
exactly.
give you
But no, but
the
that literally,
$1
that's the
I
thing.
need
There's
for
like
my
little
Yeah,
birds that will
Oak- and
clean
then
out.
Oak Chesterfield.
If you see that, if you
planned
see in
it.
nature
Couldn't have ruined
documentaries, the
my
little
chances
birds
more
on a
completely.
crocodile, they're not.
You told your
gonna
aunt
eat
I was
them,
crazy, didn't
and
you?
the birds aren't like being especially
You told her
brave or
my name was
badass. They're
Bone,
just-
and you didn't
that's the
tell me.
relationship they have to each other. It's
You
like the
told her I was a big
remoras and the
game
shark,
hunter and you
and it's
didn't
like,
tell
why don't
me.
they eat
You
the
tell
remora? It's like, well, because
anybody
the remora is
anything that comes
cleaning
into your head and you don't
pests
tell me.
and things off of them.
Well,
Yeah,
here's something
yeah.
else I didn't tell you either.
What now?
Movie.
It's
Mr.
like
Peabody's coming
the
to
same
see
relationship
Elvis
between
tonight.
CEOs and the
Oh,
rest
yeah.
of us who are
Oh,
just,
well,
you
that's
know,
the end. That's the end, that's all.
See,
servants
Eons?
to them. Yeah.
Peabody's sure to
Yeah.
tell your aunt who I am. Yeah. He'll never remember those 4 years hard work I put in on that brontosaurus. No. All he'll remember is that I conked him on the head with a rock last night, he thinks.
Well, he might not remember that. Actually, it sounds like.
Where's that music coming from?
I mean, I
David?
think Cary Grant is
Wesley.
sharing some of your
There's a
sympathies
circus
here.
there,
Yeah.
a circus.
You worked 4 years on a brontosaurus. Maybe you should get out and like, party with some girl in her leopard for a while.
What happened? Just gave that new
Oh,
trainer
now
a
here we
roll.
have
Hurt him
the
bad?
other leopard.
Bad. You don't think 3 minutes
Well,
ago-
Which is the same leopard.
No, they have a.
The same- well,
There's
I mean,
another
it-
leopard. There's like a.
No, but the actual leopard is the same leopard. Like they
Yeah,
use the same
no,
leopard.
yes,
for
I know,
both
but
the
in the
leopard
story,
characters.
in the movie,
You heard what
there's
I
the
said?
good
Yes.
leopard that we've come baby.
And the bad leopard.
And
The
there's
leopard that they're
bad
taking
one.
to a gas chamber. They actually say gas chamber.
Yeah, because it's like
Oh yeah,
vicious.
take it to this place. They got a gas chamber.
Yeah, so we know that
We
there's
sh-
going to be a mix-up,
We shoot it.
and our good leopard is going to be in danger of being executed for no reason. Now, I don't know the situation with the other leopard. I don't think they should kill the other leopard. They should take it back. They shouldn't have it at all for a circus. They should take it back where it's from and let
They
it go.
got baby.
But they're like, maybe it's like it's a man-eater or whatever.
No, I can't see George, but we've got to
But
get baby away from
and maybe
Oh, no. All I
maybe
promised to do was help you
this
find
is the most
baby.
expedient
Well,
thing for
found
them.
it.
I'm just saying they're going to
All
get the
you have to
wrong
do is to
leopard,
go and talk to those men in the front of the
this
bus
is
while I let
real
them out
stakes
back
now.
in the
Everything up
Well,
to this
right
point
here,
is fun
this-
and
What will I
games.
say to them?
Well, they're from the zoo.
Well, because now they're going to release an actual killer leopard out there, not a nice tame leopard.
I can't
Yeah,
find
that's
it.
the other side of
Put the
this is
map upside
that
down.
they think they have a nice friendly
Evening,
leopard,
gentlemen.
and
Hello.
they are actually releasing.
May I help you?
Yeah, so
Yeah,
now there'll
the
be
other way to
2
Bridgeport?
loose leopards.
Oh, I'm
I mean,
not going to Bridgeport.
All right, so
No,
right
not
here,
you. We're
the way
going to
that this
Bridgeport. You know
scenario is
which way
set
it
up is
is?
actually kind of interesting to me,
It's that way.
where it seems like
Yes.
You see?
But I
know
thought it was
somebody
that
like
way.
Katharine Hepburn would do better
Yes, it is.
There, I
at
told you.
Yeah, they picked
stalling,
the wrong roles.
distracting them.
Yeah.
You know, but so this is what you mean as far as like the actual leopard's not there. Like she's not interacting with the leopard here.
No, I don't think that's her. Even though they do go over top of it. I mean, you can tell the film grain is slightly different too.
Yeah, she's over like another, not a projection, but like she's over like another other footage of.
Yeah, it's other footage. It could have been a rear projection, like when they would do the driving rear projection. But it probably was just. It could have been rotoscope. It could have just been very good rotoscope. Shall we help you tie him up, lady? Or creating a map.
No, not me. No, you're mistaken.
Traveling map to go over it.
Good night.
I will say that the effects in this movie even better than a lot of movies that came out decades and decades after, all the way into the 80s.
Yeah.
In that, when there is the superimposed images, there's a little bit of a mismatch sometimes. Yeah, this is a different film. That leopard's a little lighter, like a little less contrasted than they are. But other than that, there's not that line around it. It's usually like a dark line or a lighter line that indicates there's like so, and you see that even in the first Star Wars, like there's just a ton of movies that was just an acceptable artifact of the technology because hey, this is the best we can do. But here they're doing it. I mean, that's just a testament to how skilled and how much patience and money and time they put into it.
A tame leopard?
A tame leopard. We had it locked up and it escaped.
Are you sure it's quite harmless?
Absolutely.
Well, my goodness, why didn't you say so in the first place?
I
apologize to you, Mr. Boney. I really do.
Much.
Even though it is tame, I think we should try to catch it, don't you?
Yes, but which way
now,
did
which
it
way
go?
did it go?
That way.
Oh. Well, we'll go in that direction. You go in that one. Come on, David. Remember, don't shoot.
Oh, no, of course not.
Shot some tranquilizers.
George.
I knew all the time you stayed.
Oh, is that so?
Yes, I patted him on the back. Stretched my hand right out, patted him on the back.
Well.
Now, this is the other one.
Gentle as a kitten. Well, of course, I don't know why you didn't mention all this.
There he is.
Well, this'll all be quite simple. Let me have that rope, will you? Now, you hold the gun. We shan't need that any further.
And you probably, the first time you saw this, thought these two were going to die.
And leave everything to me. I've had vast experience in these matters.
Wish they would.
Actually, the number of times...
At least the big game... Well, the big game hunter, the gardener, there's nothing wrong with him. But big game hunter...
Besides being a stereotype.
No.
I think there is something about real-life stories of big game hunters or poachers getting eaten.
Well, in a manner of speaking,
Yeah.
I did.
Because it's not like people are just getting eaten all the time. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. There aren't villages in the world where they still have to worry about a leopard or a tiger.
Yeah,
or
but I mean, yeah.
Typically...
An elephant gouging you with its tusk is not going to just happen naturally. They're not hunting you down.
The higher probability of it happening is if you're in a job where you're fucking with them. In a way that is antagonistic and not even... I mean, it's still a higher probability, I'm sure, if you're like a forest ranger or you're a conservationist. But if you're there to attack them, you're going to have a much higher likelihood. And I don't know. It's definitely Schadenfreude whenever there's like some story of some asshole got eaten by a tiger because he was trying to kill a tiger or something. Got gored by an elephant.
I remember listening to, I want to say it was a Radio Lab, maybe it could have been a This American Life. It was just one of those kind of shows. I think it might have been Radio Lab on an episode on like animal brains or something like that, or how animals think, and how we shouldn't, and like basically we shouldn't anthropomorphize animals, you know, like they don't think like humans do, you know, but still at the same time there's various moments that happen where in an interaction between animals and humans where you're like, yeah, animal knew what they were doing. So it was a wildlife photographer, and he was talking about, he was taking a photo of like an elephant family, like a mother elephant and recently born babies. And I forget what he did that angered the mom elephant, but she basically charged him, and she slammed her tusk within inches of his head. And he was thinking like, I've seen elephants use their tusk to open up a placenta on a freshly birthed calf. You know, like they know how to use their tusks very precisely. Like this lady, she knew what she was doing. You know, she was giving me a message. Like that was his what he got from that.
That's
yeah.
crazy.
I mean, wildlife photographer. So not a poacher.
Yeah. Well, we don't want them to get killed. Just the ones who the murderous intent against the animals. There was a Groucho Marx line at one point in one of the movies about
Yes, it does, doesn't it?
removing the tusks from an elephant
Let me come with you.
as a big game hunter. He said it's easier to do in Alabama, where the Tuscaloosa.
Well, all right, Susan, you can come with
Oh
me.
God.
Are you sure you want me?
Yes. Yes.
Positive?
What did he? Was he doing the cigar?
Yeah,
That's
it was probably Animal
But if
Crackers.
there's
It's one of my
anything that I
favorite
can
ones.
do
Or it's my
to help
favorite
you,
one. That's
just
the
let me know
one
and
where
I'll do
he's a
it.
big game hunter. He's back from a safari.
Don't do it until I
You
let
get
you
the
know.
sense that like all of his those roles that he's full of shit. Like he doesn't actually do any of it.
Yeah, come on, George.
Oh, look, David.
At
Baby's
least
on
he got the
roof.
dog,
Yeah.
and then that's that bad leopard. I think is that one.
Come
See,
on.
we gotta
Oh,
look at the
David, make
spots.
him get down.
That's what
I
they all
suppose
should
you'd
be
like me
doing.
to
They should
climb
just
up and push him
they
down.
wouldn't have the same spots.
Well, maybe we better
Well,
stop.
but they don't know that there's
I
two leopards up
can't
there.
give
That's true. That's
Well,
true.
sing, David.
But still, I mean, you would see the spots are different.
I
You'd be like,
can't
wait, that's not
give
my
you
leopard.
anything but love, baby. That's the only thing I can give, baby. Dream a while, scheme a
Aw.
while.
All the cats love it.
Happiness, and I guess
all those things you've always pined for. Baby, diamond bracelets Woolworths never sell. Baby, till that lucky day, you know darn
Monocle.
well. Oh, baby,
Baby. Oh, David, where are you going?
I'll be back.
Oh, dear. I can't give you anything but love. Not you, it. I can't.
What are you doing, may I ask?
Singing. You anything but love.
If you are paying a bet, there must be somewhere else you can pay it.
I'm not paying a bet. There's a leopard on your roof. Oh,
I'm not going to bend
Not
words
paying a
to
bet.
this time
There's a
at night.
leopard on your roof.
There is a leopard on your roof, and it's my leopard, and I have to get it, and to get it, I have to sing. You're
There's
sure
nothing
you'll
on my roof.
find- Come on, you fool. There's nothing on your roof.
No.
All right, there's nothing on your roof. Happy
Yeah, there you go. It's the same thing as the, all right, I'll sit down, but you'll regret it. You know, it's just like, okay,
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
There's
you'll
no
be
leopard
sorry.
on
You'll
your
be
roof.
sorry. You'll be sorry.
Okay, if you say so.
Swell, baby, you can sing too. Diamond bracelets.
That little laugh there
Woolworths
was great too.
never
Just like,
sell.
like it was very
Baby.
naturalistic
Oh, baby, don't-
acting too,
Oh, why
especially
did
for
you
this
have to
time
do that?
period.
You frightened him away.
Quiet, it's all right.
Because she
It's
started
not
to do her line and then
Well,
she's
I
like,
have to worry. I've lost my
she
leopard.
let
Please
herself
help me.
realize what the person was saying and then laugh at
But you
it.
don't
Like
understand.
that
He
was
went
cute.
that way.
Question:
Oh,
Is
yes,
your
he did. I
mouse
saw
going
it.
out of control or something?
No, I was trying to move
Where?
something around, but I think it wasn't showing.
Oh,
So
got
that's
it.
my
Okay,
bad. I wonder if that was
yeah,
showing up on the.
Hey.
the cursor was showing.
Oh, interesting.
yes,
Okay.
Come along into the house.
It just seemed like it was just sort of like moving its
stream,
people.
or is oh, it's not on the stream. It's just what you're viewing. I think on Discord. Yeah.
Got it. Okay, I mean it's fine. It's fine. It was. I was just.
No, it's good to know because now
That was
it's
funny.
I can go into Discord settings later and see if there's a way to do that.
Oh, this is awful.
And then this
Yeah, we're getting to my
wild
favorite
moment,
side.
where they all get arrested.
Yes, at the jail. We're getting to one of my favorite parts.
Looks like you're peeping, Tom.
We're talking about how she can go into these different modalities.
Oh,
you know.
when she turns into like a mob boss.
Yeah, it's
You know,
brilliant.
like
It's so good.
a female Dawn.
But you know, it just we'll talk about it when we see it. But it reveals that she's capable of all of these things all the time. You know, this
Yeah,
kind
and
of flighty.
it seems like all she did was watch a couple of James Cagney movies, and then she knows exactly what to say.
Well, I did it once with a trunk. Anyway, David, when
She
they
knows
find out.
she knows how to pick a lock. She doesn't necessarily know how to pick this one, but she's trying.
They'll pad the cell.
I mean, honestly, in those days,
We
a bobby
picked up
pin
a
is
girl
probably
who
all
says
you
she's
needed.
your niece. Now the question is,
Yeah,
have
this
you
is
or have
before-
you not
this is
got a niece?
Of course
Between
I have
the
a
age
niece,
of
but she's not
the
sitting
Western,
around
old
under
Western
windows.
jail
She's
and
decently
before
in
the
bed.
modern Superman.
I
So.
wouldn't be too sure, Elizabeth.
Oh, Horace, do be quiet. I'll talk to you presently.
Now, lady, do you definitely refuse to come down and identify this girl?
If you continue to annoy me about this girl, who's no responsibility of mine, I'll have you arrested. The idea.
So good.
She says her niece is in bed.
If you continue to
Just what I
annoy
said.
me about this
Girl is
girl
right.
who is no responsibility of mine,
Right. Now, what are you going to do about it?
I need to talk like
The
that.
truth. You're right.
There are certain things that I think aren't necessarily naturalistic or non-naturalistic acting.
Look
It's
here,
not
you
about
two.
that.
Get
It's
yours up
about
like a rabbit, 'cause we got
the
something to tell you.
temporal
Now, when you get out of
accent.
this jail, you better listen.
You know, there's the
Quiet, young man.
put on
I want you to tell me the
accent
truth, the
for
whole truth, and
actors
nothing but the
or
truth.
Well, what did my aunt
media.
say? Quiet,
There's
please.
certainly
What did my
the
aunt say?
this
All
part
right,
of the
well,
country.
she
They're in
said, "Now, young
Connecticut,
lady,
but
you
there's
haven't got
also
it."
like he's acting. This guy is I'm telling you I'm the sheriff,
Now,
right?
okay, young fella.
But
I
so
want
he's
you
in
to tell
keeping
me
more
just
with like what you'd
exactly
see in
what
a
were you doing tonight?
Well, we
Abbott
were
and
hunting
Costello
for
or
leopard.
You were
something.
hunting for a leopard. Now,
But I
now,
do think
now,
some of the
look
stuff
here,
that we
young lady. Now, you know
hear
that's
them
silly.
say
You never
or
was
how
a
they
leopard in
deliver
the
it
whole
is
state of
just
Connecticut.
there
Well,
is
then,
people
now.
did talk
Now, young
people
lady,
do talk
listen.
different in different
I'm
time
gonna stay
periods.
here if it takes all
You know,
year.
they talk a little
Oh,
different in
totally.
the
Yeah,
60s
totally.
and-
Oh, if you're gonna wait for her to tell the truth, you'll have a long gray beard down to here.
You know, it's a funny thing. My grandfather had... Quiet, young man. Listen, I
So
don't
he's
want to
distracting
fall asleep
himself.
with my eyes down to you.
They're
This is
they're
jail.
kind of both doing
Have a
it,
little
but
respect for the law.
I'm just trying to explain, Mr. Constable. You see, it all started over at my
But no,
aunt's-
he's definitely
her
doing
aunt's
like a
house.
vaudeville
It-
kind of
it's
character.
very stage play.
Hold on.
This part,
Yeah,
this
yeah,
whole
100%.
part, because he's the character that comes in, and we saw him earlier. He was yelling at her about the car. He's gonna write her a
Yeah,
ticket.
Now look here.
he basically let her steal the car.
He allows himself to be run around here
I
too.
gave
Like
you my aunt's telephone number, didn't I?
Yep,
And you called her up, didn't you?
I sure did.
And what did she say?
Well, she said that you were home in bed.
Then what am I doing here?
Well, you're here because your aunt, she could... Now, confound it, lady, you know that you haven't got an aunt.
But if I did have an aunt.
She'd muzzle you.
Now look here, you can't talk to me that way.
Oh,
Now how do you know we were
I
doing
don't
anything
like to
but
see young
wandering
people
around
in
the
trouble.
I don't know.
I have children of my own.
Listen, I don't care
I mean, if I was him, I would just sit down and just wait it out.
Well, he let himself out.
So good.
Now, go away,
Oh,
please.
shut up, David.
Now, David,
You got the
please
brains
be
to
quiet.
listen to me.
I can
Now,
explain
let
the
me
whole
tell
thing.
you
Just
what
didn't
happened.
notice.
We left New York at 11 o'clock this morning in a...
No,
Yeah,
what?
station wagon.
See, you're not going to get anywhere with her. You just come
Well,
with
that's
me. I'll
better. If
explain
one
the
of us
whole
talk at a time, now we're really getting
thing.
somewhere.
Just be calm, Mr.
Now then,
Constable,
speak up, speak fast.
I'll explain
Yeah,
the whole
but- Oh, Elmer! Get the key here, quick.
It took him that long, and he was back. He put himself voluntarily back in the
So you
cell.
are locking up a dangerous criminal without locking him up.
It's not locked.
Yeah, huh?
It's not locked.
Oh,
Still not locked.
Okay, I'm sitting there.
I think the locks are not great.
You've absolutely no right to do that. You know, I certainly pulled this out here. And the card...
There's something for you, Constable.
Well, what's the charge?
We caught him just as he was driving up in front of the meat market in Dr. Lehman's stolen car.
Oh, so you're a car thief, huh? No man is going to call on the wishes. Go with there, car thief. Come on, come on, come on. Hold on. Have him. Lock him up. Hey, let go. Let go.
So that was the car
Just
that
threw him.
the car that she stole,
Hello,
right?
Golgothy.
Yeah, yeah.
And
So he was returning because remember
She
she
said
said she was
she
going to
had
get to the
the
gardener
Don't
to
worry,
return it.
Golgothy, I'll get you out.
Oh, sure. Look, she got me out.
You know this young lady? Of course I do. Don't I work for her aunt? You what? Don't I work for her aunt? Now, look here. If one more person mentions that she's got an aunt, I'll put you all on bread and water for 30 days.
I don't think you can do that. I don't think you can say like, oh, the charge is you mentioned her
Hey,
aunt.
Constable.
What do you mean by locking up my...
Well, I mean, I don't think they've been charged. Well, I guess he's being charged for,
She wants her niece.
I guess, grand theft auto. What is the?
Transporting
And
a
then-
letter across state lines.
Well, Cary Grant it was thrown in because they thought he was a peeping Tom,
Right.
I want my niece.
and then Katharine Hepburn was thrown in because she was annoying them by singing in front of their house.
Right.
Where I got you. The young lady was
Doesn't
seem like
she really-
You're not Mrs.
Yeah,
Cartwright, because
I
got
guess.
Mrs. Cartwright on the telephone not
I
10
mean, he's
minutes
not.
ago.
He's not a very good
I know
sheriff.
who
We
I
can tell.
am.
Yes, you should, Elizabeth, I think. You did talk to her 10 minutes ago on the telephone. That's right.
How do you know?
Yeah, but I was there.
Who are you?
I'm the niece. I'm the aunt. I'm Major Horace Applegate of the Explorers
Say,
Club. And the
what are you
Malay-
doing with that gun?
I have been hunting leopards.
That's another common gag
Oh,
in like
been
you
hunting
see that in Marx
leopards.
I
Brothers
said
movies
so.
where
I've been hunting leopards, yes.
somebody
Any luck?
says the wrong
Well,
thing
not
because
what
they're
I'm
stuttering,
accustomed to,
but
no.
it's
I
not.
have been
Oh,
confused
yeah.
regarding
It's not an
the
acting
leopard
mistake. It's not the actor. It's in the
You have
script.
something on your mind, haven't you?
And they play it, and I remember as a kid I saw it happen a couple times, and I thought, oh, did they flub the line and they just kept it in? And but no, the character's supposed to be nervous, even if it's not a nervous or stuttering type character. There's one where somebody says the wrong thing, and it's a setup for a joke for Groucho to make fun of them for it. You know, so even though there were a lot of ad libs, I'm pretty sure that one
I
was
have no doubt
scripted.
you
I think
will
that's
find
interesting
me
too.
in a very important hall.
Yeah, thanks to you, Doc.
If you get their confessions, Constable, there'll be a lot of things you'll turn up.
Yeah, well, I'll try it again. Come on, boy.
What are all these people who are
And then this,
acting?
I think this is when he gets that amazing performance. This is amazing performance by Katharine Hepburn in a second.
He's thrown them all in, all of them, all these rich people.
first one lets a squeak out of him, I'm going to put in solitary confinement. I'm going to ask this young man a few
solitary
questions.
confinement is
absolute quiet.
cruel
Now,
and
young
unusual
man, check your
punishment.
name
It's
and phone.
torture
Stick
according
to
to
it.
the
Don't do any good. We don't believe you. We know that's an alias. Now we
Human
know
Rights
that ain't your right
Organization.
name. You're all impersonating somebody.
Well, now, I mean, this is pre-World War. This is pre-World War II.
Hey, doctor, still stick to it. All agreed on one story. How about that bank robbery in Old Town?
But it's funny how so many of them are
Oh, they got a pretty penny. Must have got
stage
5,000
actor
six
type
up.
comedy
Who's asking
movie
these questions?
actor
You or me? Who was with you last
hamming.
month
I don't want to say
in
they're
that
overacting.
mail
They're
truck
just
job?
playing their
Mickey
type.
the
They're
Mouse
playing
and
the
Donald
your
the
sheriff,
Duck.
your doctor, right?
Well, I mean,
Doc, make a note of them
this
names.
movie is a 10 and 11.
But
So I think that's the whole point.
Yeah,
Is to be
but
overacting.
Cary Grant and
Quiet,
Katharine
lady.
Hepburn are not
Speak up
doing
now.
that.
Hey, Flatfoot!
Here we go.
You ain't getting no place. Come here.
Me?
Yes, you.
But
Come
turn it up.
on. Hold it over. Hold it over. You want
Oh no,
something
I'm
to
fine.
talk,
Give it.
don't
Let her
you?
have her do.
Well, it's about time. I certainly do.
Yeah, well, get me out of this cooler and I'll unbutton my puss and shoot the works.
You'll up. Say, hold on, lady. I thought that you were, but hey, you ain't no lady.
Yeah, I kind of had you fooled for a minute, didn't I?
You
Only
sure
to make
did.
a sucker out of a copper. What did I tell you my name was?
Why, your name is Dot. What's your name?
Susan Vance.
Susan Vance.
Vance, Kitty Vance. That's my society moniker. But the marble calls me Swinging Door Susie.
Swinging door, Susie.
Now do you peg me? Come on, Toots, open up. Open up. I'll make 'em
Stop,
get you
stop, stop
wild.
that, stop that. I'm not opening any doors around here until you promise to talk.
Listen, I'll talk. I'll talk so much it'll make your hair curl.
You'll talk. Do you hear that, Doc? She's promised to talk. All right, I'll open her up.
Susan, it won't work. Whatever it is, it won't work.
Swinging Door Susie hasn't clapped yet. I'm out this far, ain't I? Well, so long,
Swinging Door
gang.
Susie.
She
I'm not
swung
taking
on
the
the
rap
door
for this
as she
job.
came
It's
out.
every
Yeah.
man for himself.
Again, like she's just playing. She's just playing.
Deuces.
Hey, you too.
Ah, quit beefing. Get wise to yourself. The heat's on, Jerry.
Jerry? Ain't his name Bone?
Well, of course it isn't Bone.
Ah, you mean to say you don't remember Jerry the Nipper?
Jerry the Nipper? Make a note of that, Doc.
Constable, she's making all this up out of motion pictures she's
Oh, I
seen.
suppose I saw you with that red-headed skirt in a motion picture.
There you are, Doc. Another woman.
Sure, I wouldn't be squealing if he hadn't given me the runaround for that other twist.
Oh, so he's a lady killer.
A lady killer? Why, he's a regular Don Swan. Loves the ladies, don't you, honey? He bops them over. 1, 2, 3, boom, just like that. He's a wolf.
Oh!
No,
He's a wolf. Because we've seen him the whole movie.
Now, Susie, I want you to tell the truth. You understand? You'll never get into trouble. I noticed you're limping there. Suppose you got shot in one of them stick-ups.
No, I lost my heel.
Well, don't bother about him. Just sit right down there. Come on, Doc, grab this chair. Here, Elmer, grab a hold of that typewriter. Want to get this whole thing now in
It's funny
affidavit
how she
form.
constantly
Now,
lies,
okay,
but
young lady,
earlier
I
in the
want you
movie
to
she didn't
talk.
want
I
to do
want
something
you to
Cigarette
talk.
me,
dishonest.
then I'll talk.
I don't smoke cigarettes.
Well, I guess this'll have to do.
I think it's she has her
Oh,
own
it's a
sense of
two-bun.
morality.
Yeah.
Just a nickel. Give me a match.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, look here, I'm not
I
going
love
to
that.
stand for that in this
No
jail.
smoky, no talky. Put me back in the
And
cell. wrap me up
this
again.
moment
Ain't
where
gonna
she
talk unless I have a
strikes
cigarette.
the
Now,
match
hold
on
here.
the.
Just sit down.
Yeah,
Sit
it's a
down.
matched
Talk without-
action
Here, Doc, give her one of them
cut
cigarettes.
with a match.
Now then, if you just tell the truth, why, we'll make it as easy as we can. Hey, my kiss, if you please.
Oh, well,
She's
well,
still
well, now there I
stealing.
go
She's
again.
stealing.
Sorry, boys, force of habit, forgot where I was for a minute.
Now, hey,
How about a little fresh air? It's kind of hot in here.
yes, 'tis a little bit muggy, isn't it? It's always that way around here at this time.
Oh.
of
The
year.
way she blows the smoke, too.
This
The humidity.
this moment.
Now,
Oh my god.
What
I
about
can't
the
believe I
Cleghorn
forgot
Jewel?
that this
That's
happened.
hot ice, mister. We're waiting for it to
So
cool
again,
off.
We're waiting for it to go where?
she
What do you
creates
mean we?
chaos.
The gang, all of us.
You mean
And
to
she
say that
climbs
you
her
all
way
belong
out
to
of
the same
it.
gang?
Sure, the
It's that
leopard
Littlefinger
gang.
quote
Oh,
from Game of Thrones. You know,
Leopard
chaos
gang.
is a
That's
ladder.
what we'll have to do. We'll round
This is
all
exactly what she does.
You got that down?
Here's
She
another
gets all
trait
the men in this.
that they didn't
She
have
gets
back.
all the men in the room
Yeah.
to start bickering amongst themselves, and the moment their back is turned, she just.
What about
She
that bank
gone.
robbery?
Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Wasn't that a honey? Wasn't that a tip? But your job has
But
never been
it's just
pulled in this neck of the woods.
it is whiplash, even for like her own aunt,
Oh,
for the
it was,
audience,
but
for
they-
for
were you
everyone.
there too?
That she's
Sure,
just
what do you
now a
think? I'm a
completely
one-man
different
woman.
character.
Where my man goes, I go. And if I don't enough baby-faced Horace, he's the trigger man, the drunk
Wait a minute, you're talking too fast.
What's that?
Right here.
Yes, there she is. Bye, I'm gone.
The moment everyone's back is turned.
Stole another car.
Come on, boys.
He stole the same guy's car.
There she goes. Go get her, boys.
Again,
Go
that's
get her.
why,
Don't bring her
like,
back. There's gonna be a
he's.
shake-up.
It's why it took them so long.
My, take off and get my hands in her. I'll lock her up so that
So you know the concept of black and white morality,
Now, don't
right?
tell me
And
that
then
you're looking
there's
for a leopard
gray
to buy, Jingo.
in
I'll lock
between.
you up.
Well, go ahead and explain.
Hmm?
Look at this
so's
black and
everybody
white
else. Let me tell you, she's
morality.
not here.
Like this, see
Hey,
things.
who are you?
People who see morality in
Good,
terms of black and white.
good, bad.
Yeah,
good,
and then
bad.
there's people who see there's a gray. Well, there's a concept.
Oh, yeah.
There's a trope
Oh,
that
now, lady,
emerged
look here. The
def-
only
long
person we
after
got here
this,
is
like
an
in,
old
I
woman
would
who
say
keeps
like the
saying that
last
she's
10, 20
Mrs.
years,
Random. Then
called
we got a
blue
gay
and
date with
orange
her name
morality
Bo. Then we
as a
have
take
baby
on
face
that,
horrors. And stop it.
which
Then
is
we have
it would
stop. What is
be
it you want?
like the aliens in Arrival or something. You know, it's just it's so beyond human comprehension, or something like Cthulhu mythos, right?
You may have made a
It's
mistake.
so above and
And if you
beyond
have made a
human
mistake,
thinking
your
that
position
ascribing
as possible in
morality
this
to it would
county
be
will be a
ridiculous.
serious
Hence, instead of
sure
being
that
black,
he's the
white, or
old lady's
gray,
attorney?
it's blue and orange because it's totally outside of,
Election next
you know,
week.
it's just
Oh,
right.
got it, yeah.
Mr. Peabody,
And
you just step outside.
I would say that she's got blue and orange morality. Like she has her own code,
Well, here you are.
but it's
Now,
not
Mr.
consistent with
Mr.
anything.
Random.
Again, just like her reality or whatever's in front of her. Like she just does
I
whatever's in front
think
of her.
it's consistent in the way that
David, I don't understand.
kind of what was happening earlier when, you know, she basically, her goal is to split up these people's marriage and to win him.
These two right here.
And
I haven't seen her since like the first part of the movie, right?
oh, since the very beginning. And so she finds herself in these situations, and that the only decision she basically makes the decision at every moment, whichever will serve her goal. I think that's what's consistent.
I did, but I've changed my mind.
Oh,
I'm
David, what have you done?
Just name anything and I've done it.
Hey, Joe, what are you going to tell him?
Tell him the truth. We lost a leopard.
We lost a leopard, and there it is, the whole time. Oh, both of them.
Well, that's the good one, because the dog is with it.
And this was the fear: is that the bad guys who are going to kill a leopard are going to get the wrong leopard. They're going to get.
And they're going to get the, yeah.
That's what I'm really worried about. That's the only stakes in this movie, as far as I'm concerned. I don't care about his
You're
wedding.
looking for a leopard.
How did you know that?
Huh? No what?
That we're looking for a leopard.
Now look here. This is going far enough.
Hmm.
There are no leopards in the state of Connecticut. Look out, everybody! That's a bad cat. Somebody get a gun. He's a killer.
Don't be alarmed, Alice. There's no need to be frightened, gentlemen. Everything's going to be all right. Hello, baby.
Is this my leopard?
Yes, that's baby.
Oh.
He didn't act that way with me. Did he?
Hey, wait a minute. That ain't my leopard.
Well, of course it isn't. That's why I took it out of the truck.
You never let that one out of the truck. You couldn't touch our cat with a 10-foot pole.
You mean to say there's another leopard?
That's
Two
what
leopards.
I'm trying to tell you. Our
What
cat
are the
came
odds?
from the circus. He just clawed a man. He's bad.
Oh, my
Oh,
goodness.
all he did was
Susan's
claw
out trying to catch
somebody.
the wrong leopard.
Well, don't
Oh,
get close to
poor
the
I
leopard.
mean, that
Susan,
person
she's
probably
in danger.
deserved it.
She's
I mean,
helpless without me.
a circus in the 1930s?
Yeah.
What's the matter with you?
I hope the leopard claws somebody.
She went out and immediately found the other leopard because she's just that
She
good.
was able to do this herself.
Slapping at me the whole way.
And again, this poor thing with this rope around its neck, it's so sad.
Now listen.
But
Just as determined
how
as you are, so
impressive
you might
that her
just
character
as
was able to
well
do
come with me
it.
because
And she looks fine.
drag you in if you
Hardly as nary a scratch
don't
on
like Bill
her.
any more than you do, but this is where we've got to be. Hey, David!
There's the killer. Let's get out of here.
No, that wasn't even a real
Well,
leopard.
did I fool
Did you
you
catch
this
that?
time? You thought I was doing the wrong
In that
thing,
last
but
shot?
I've got him.
On the
Oh, you
table.
haven't
Well,
seen
I noticed that that's like a
That's
whatever you were
positive.
saying that they were doing.
Yeah, but just
Yeah.
now when it had all this speed, that wasn't even.
Boys, don't
Well, the
leave
dog and the leopard don't want to be around the bad guy. Okay, so she does have some sense of self-preservation at least.
Run, Susan.
No!
Run away, have the
No,
chance.
I won't leave you. I love you.
Shoot. Oh,
Poke him, David, poke him.
oh, let go, Susan, please.
No, no, please.
Susan, please run
What a
back.
story to tell their grandchildren.
Sal.
Oh,
God. Assuming they live long enough to have grandchildren.
Well, yeah, they might not both.
Give it to me.
oh, David. Oh, you're wonderful. Oh, you're wonderful. You're absolutely wonderful. You're
He
a
was
hero.
very
You
brave.
saved my life. Oh, you'll go down in history. I've never seen such bravery in my... Did you want to say something, David? What? Yes? Yes? What was it? Oh!
Hey, Mac!
David, you think? David.
No, he fainted and she
Well,
caught
there's
him.
nothing else I can say, except that I'm glad that before our marriage you showed yourself up in your true colors. You're just the butterfly.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, I'm a butterfly.
She's dumped him, I guess. She's sick of him. It's two things. One, if she had been a man, a lot of the things that she's done in this movie would be seen very differently, like rightfully so. That
Talk about Katharine Hepburn.
yeah. She'd be just like pursuing someone who didn't want to be pursued repeatedly and manipulating them. Like these are not things you should do, no matter who you are. But it is interesting that there is some depiction in this movie of the reversal of expected gender norms, right? Like she's wearing very pretty clothing, and he's wearing suits and tweed and things and glasses. But like, she's the more aggressive one. She's the more assertive one.
Thank you very much, Susan. Put it down
She's
there on
driving the
table and go away.
narrative.
She drove the car,
Wait a minute, I don't want to go away.
right? That's a big deal.
She stole
No, but
stolen
but
cars
even that
multiple times.
even that image of
But
like,
even
she's-
in her own car, she was driving it. Yeah, she was driving
she's
her
driving
own
and
car.
he's the passenger princess. Like that's a big deal.
Well, when I go,
And then he fainted and she caught him.
But I want to find
Yeah,
out something
yeah, yeah.
first. Why did you run up?
I mean, he is serving beta
Well,
male.
if you must know, I'm afraid of you.
But David,
Right,
if you're
sure,
afraid of
yeah.
me, well, then that's the same as admitting
Dad!
that you... Oh! Well, don't worry, David. Everything's going to be all right. I'll take it.
Every time you say that, something happens. Now.
That's
please
true.
go
Stop
down.
saying
It's
everything's gonna
already
be- you're
cost the
tempting
museum
gods.
$1 million.
Oh, no, I haven't, David. I've got the $1 million. Aunt Liz
There's this
gave it to me,
ostrich
and
in
I'm
the
going to give it to
background.
you for the museum.
Is there? Oh, maybe is it more
I'm sure
bones?
they'd be very pleased.
Aren't
No,
you
it's
pleased?
well, I think it's like
Yes,
a
I suppose so,
taxidermied
dear.
It's
ostrich.
Could be.
I
But
didn't make it.
whenever they do a
No,
two-shot
I was so happy when I found the bone this morning.
from
Oh,
the
David, if I
angle,
could only make you
kind of
understand, you see, all that
showing the.
happened
Hopefully
because I
they'll
was
do it
trying to
again.
keep you near me, and I just
There's
did anything
there's
that
like a
came into my
taxidermied
head.
ostrich in the
I'm
background.
so sorry.
But I ought to thank you.
Thank me.
She's
Yes.
just even still
You
doing
see,
that kind of like.
Well, I've just discovered
I'm
that was
sorry.
the best day I ever had in my whole life.
She's playing him still.
David, you don't mean that.
I never had a better time.
Of course, you had
but I
fun
was
for once in your
Well,
life.
that's what made it so good.
Oh, did you really have a good time?
Yes, I did.
Oh, that's wonderful. You
She's
realize
looking at her
that
on the
means
ladder.
that you must like me a little
Oh.
bit.
Susan, it's more than that.
Is it?
Yes, I love you, I think.
Oh, that's wonderful because I love you too. Stop rocking, David.
Oh, I'm not rocking. I...
Oh, oh,
Oh!
It literally a cartoon. She was fine until she realized.
And she's going way too far. The laws of physics do not exist in her in her world.
She is the kind of character in a movie that if she stepped off of a cliff, she wouldn't fall until she noticed that she had stepped off of a cliff.
Yeah, totally. I mean, meanwhile, they're just going to destroy this artifact.
Brontosaurus. You heard that phrase. No.
I mean, do you think that this is
That's her.
Catherine? Look at, and that's him.
Well, they're not
and
that
he
high
pulls
up.
her up.
They're not that high up. That's. I'm sure they were never that high up. They could do
still.
that with a mat, like extended the
Cary
set.
Grant,
He
Cary
lifts her
Grant with his
up.
arm strength lifting her up.
And you still love me.
Susan, that...
You do. Oh.
It's gonna be like this every day, though,
Oh,
dude.
dear. Oh, my.
I know. Just accept it. Just accept it.
Yes, you can. Don't fight the universe. Universe wins.
Yay!
There goes his brontosaurus that he worked 4 years
The
on.
universe wins. Ugh. Good choice.
Well, that's one of my absolute
let's
favorites. Yeah, that's a
do the
solid favorite.
Let's do the Thin Man next, because I think that's even earlier as far as time period goes.
Yeah, let's do it.
And that is one of my absolute favorite movies.
Thin Man is great. I know you got to run. There was another movie.
I do. Yeah.
I could
Well,
pitch
go
to
ahead.
you next time.
Sure.
There was a video on YouTube. I'll shout out the YouTube channel. It's Accented Cinema, and they do a lot of international movies. It started off with a lot of Asian cinema, and now it's, I think he's branching out in other parts of the world. Hold on, I have to look up the movie, but I did find it. I did find a copy of it. It is called African Kung Fu Nazis.
Fabulous.
It's from Ghana.
What year?
2020.
Oh, and it's from Ghana?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's a
that just
German
sounds kind of
director.
cool. I don't think
Yeah,
I've ever seen a Gone
it's.
movie.
I've only seen the trailer and then the video that the guy. It looks
African kung fu Nazis.
Nazis, but we should do the Thin Man and keep our
All right.
classic
Yeah,
movies
that sounds
going.
fun.
All right.
All right. So I do got a jet. It was
Thanks for
great. It was
coming.
great doing this. Great
Yeah.
chatting. Great
Yeah.
great doing this. And we shall be in touch.
We'll see you again next time. Thank you.
Peace out.
Bye. All right, I'm going to end the stream, but this was a good short one. Just, again, testing out what we can do. I've got a ton of movies, and we could do some other content. I think I'm going to come on here with some of the Revengerous guys, and we'll maybe play some games and stuff in the near future. But thanks for hanging out, anybody that did, and we will see you next time. Peace.
I started drinking at a very young age. Just got out of control. I couldn't stop. The night I got my DUI was probably the worst night of my life, but I'm grateful, honestly, that it happened. It saved my life. There are